Ladies and gentlemen, today I've gotten over 186 Reddit points off of one post. That's right, 186 Reddit points and counting. My name is JB Lee, and I'm the king of the Reddit. And this is Double Special Show with Jake Barsness.
Hey.
I still have more points than you on Reddit, though, so suck it.
I like that intro.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode, Double Special, here on a Tuesday night. If you're listening on IRN, it is Friday night. Welcome to your weekend. I got a great show lined up for you tonight. The phone number, as always, if you want to give us a call, is 727-475-6139. On the show tonight, in the studio, comedian Jake Barsness. Say hello to everybody, Jake.
Hello. How's it going,
Good.
everybody?
Yes, he came in tonight and frightened my son because I think it's the first Jake he's ever met, other than himself.
That's an adult.
He said it was a nightmare that
I
I had
heard
the
the
same.
scream.
Yeah, that hurt my feelings.
Well,
all right.
I told him that it was him from the future.
Yeah, and he said that was a nightmare.
All
the
right,
idea of me.
We'll get
being
into
him.
that. Leave that plane. We also, in a little bit, are going to have on the show Willie Barcena. That's right. He's going to be at Snappers this weekend. He's been on the Tonight Show 11 times. Very funny comedian. Hopefully, he's going to give us a call.
Now tonight, he'll be on our show. Tonight, he'll be on our show instead of on the Tonight Show.
Thanks.
I was playing with making it exciting.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
He was on the Tonight Show, and tonight he'll be on our show. I think that sounds cool.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Don't
That's
you
great.
think?
No, it was
No.
well placed. Well paced.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Yep.
Brilliant observation.
Yep. Nice little insert there.
Very.
You don't
very
know what
helpful
sarcasm
that you're
sounds like,
here.
do you?
I helped.
You have no idea what sarcasm sounds like.
She killed the music.
Yeah.
All right, we got a great show. As I said, again, the phone number for 727-475-6139. We're going to talk to Willie in a little bit. We got Jake here. Real quick, Jake, your group of you're in a comedy collective, as I call them now, called the Unlockable Characters, right?
Well.
They lasted 2 years. Are you still in the Unlockable? Is it still? I went to the
Not
website.
Really,
It's still up.
it's still up. I have no idea.
should've just
I'm
said
not
yes,
really
dude.
part of it anymore. I
You're
guess
not really part of it?
I
He
don't
was
think it's a thing
unlocked.
anymore. I think it's just done.
That's the problem with gamers,
yeah.
dude. They unlock the character.
Well,
they don't want to play the game.
I mean, the short version is it's a personal details involving some friends, and it's no longer.
Oh, I don't want to get into
Someone
that.
continuing on.
banged
Yeah, yeah.
somebody's girlfriend,
No.
and then it all went wrong.
No, it's all good.
Was it
I
about
just,
a girl?
you
What did
know,
Yoko Bono
can't
come in?
personally, divulge details and stuff that aren't my
That was
right to divulge.
Dude,
You know
right
what I
now,
mean?
But
like,
hold on, wait, Jake. If there was a cartoon of the way you're explaining this, it would be you not saying anything, but just your feet skittering like this, dancing
pretty much,
your ass off.
yeah.
What,
pretty
I wasn't.
much.
In no
Yeah.
way did I know anything about it. That's how I associate you. It's either them
it was-
or Cigar City
It's
Comedy.
a girl's
Yeah,
fault. I know
well-
it. I know it
All right,
already.
Tiffany, let him talk, please.
No, it was. We just went on the road. We did a bunch of conventions. It was a lot of fun.
You're done with
It worked really well.
Yeah.
But we gotta kind of go do our own things now.
Right, screw
you know
those
what
guys.
I mean?
All right,
So,
now you got something else going on.
um,
To hell with Unlockable Characters.
Yeah.
They sucked anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't even think it's a thing. I think the website's still up because
Of course it's still
been
up.
paid for. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Wow, we're off to a
but-
roaring start.
no,
listen,
it's all right.
Okay,
It's all good.
So, but
I'm doing great. So that's fine. I don't like.
I feel good right now.
I don't give a. I don't care.
That's fine.
You know.
You are now doing a show with Stick Martin, another comedian.
Yes.
He does musical guitar comedy, right? Am I right?
Well,
Yes or no?
he's a musician by trade.
By trade. Okay.
That's his job.
And
He plays like at bars and shows around Florida.
He's
you know
that
what I
guy.
mean?
When you go and you're hearing the stuff, and it's
Pretty
there.
much,
Yep,
yeah. But I
okay.
mean, he works 7 nights a week.
Sweet.
That's how he pays his rent.
Oh,
so,
well, no,
I mean,
no way.
Yeah.
Have you ever met anybody more defensive than this guy right now? Holy crap! 2 questions. Listen,
Yeah.
he's
Look.
not a bum, if that's what you're saying.
I'm a sensitive
I was
guy.
never part of that group.
I'm a sensitive guy.
Holy-
All right, Chris.
Dude, if this is the future version of
Look.
my son, I swear to God, I'm gonna have issues.
It's a nightmare.
I
no.
just am. you know?
So now
No,
you're
I'm
doing
not
a
trying to be
show that is
defensive.
a mixture of stand-up and musical in one show.
Yes,
That's a great
he's-
idea.
Well, he does comedy as well.
Mhm.
He just doesn't do it, regularly because he has other
7 days a week.
Yep, his
Being the
normal
musician
career.
guy.
But we've got a late night Sunday show down right in downtown St. Pete. A lot of bars, a lot of places down there on Central Avenue do
Cool.
late night service industry nights on
Yeah.
Sunday night because
So you're catering to
all
the bar industry.
bartenders and people go
Oh,
out.
man,
yeah.
Dude, those are the most
So-
rowdiest people ever.
Oh, I
Jordan,
know.
are you?
Oh, I know.
what
I'm part of that.
Oh, you were in
so
the service industry as well.
I still am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they go out, they party seriously hard. It's
Oh,
kinda scary.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because weekends I do comedy, but then Monday through Wednesday I work at a restaurant. So I definitely understand that.
He
you know what I mean?
He services.
So
we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But first,
it's time for check-in. Check-in. I didn't know how long you were going to let him ramble on, so I didn't. What?
You guys are mean on this podcast.
I know, we actually are.
Oh, no. We're defensive. You're defensive. Yeah, because you're attacking me regularly. Because you're attacking me regularly.
We are
okay,
mean.
Wait, stop. You can't talk when the bell's ringing.
I
That's
do.
The rule. I know, because you don't pay attention.
Well, I'm just going to start talking whenever
we might be
I feel
pissing
like
on
it
you
now. All right?
We might be
if that's
pissing
how
on
I'm
you.
going to be treated.
He doesn't shut up.
So...
All right, go ahead, Jordan.
We might be pissing on you, Jake Barsness, but at least we're not eroding you and causing you to fall over like a lamppost in San Francisco.
What?
That went on too long. Yes, a lamppost fell over near it, killed somebody in a car in San Francisco. They blamed it on people peeing on it.
How do they know that?
Because
they probably tested the metal, I'm guessing, right?
I'm going to...
Lamppost, which was already old, was damaged by urine.
Yep.
And also weighed down by an oversized banner. Well, that had nothing to do with it. I say the pee.
It says they do believe there was some contribution of dog or human urine. So I'm guessing it's probably more dog. Well, although,
right.
Yeah, because that's a pretty wide open space to just be peeing on a pole like that.
And
depends on how close to a bar it is. If it's in a bar district, it's getting peed on.
No, see, this just sounds to me like the mayor or governor or whatever it is that runs that city, like having a problem with people peeing on stuff. And he's like, hey, guys, look, see, this fell down because of all the stuff you're peeing on.
So you're saying it's a false flag operation?
I think it's just to get people to stop peeing on stuff. Exactly. It's the flag. They put a giant flag on an old post and it fell down.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know, though. I mean, if that's the case, then good. Stop peeing on stuff, people. Go pee where you're supposed to.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough argument.
I have no problem with that.
I can't see how urine would do that.
Oh, urine is very
it's
acidic.
acidic.
Yeah.
It's sterile.
No, acidic. Not.
Yeah.
Sterile means
it's
it has
sterile
bacteria.
because it's acidic.
Well, that's true, I suppose. Actually, that makes sense. That makes sense.
No, it can. It's just like any like soda or something like that. It's got some acidity to it. And
yeah,
it
but
can
what
eat
about
metal.
rain?
Have you ever seen? Hold on. Let me. Have you ever seen a pea spot? Are you aware what a pea spot is?
Or get damaged because of all the other stuff?
Yeah, but that's different sort of acid. Have you ever seen a pea spot? You know what a pea spot is?
No, what the hell are you talking about?
A pea spot. I swear to you, pea spots. If you go to where like a lot of people live homeless or they're outside, where they have pea spots where people urinate a lot. Like over by my office.
I thought you were saying like peace pot.
So you wait. I want to hear this because he has one near his office, which is interesting to me.
Where I used to work. No, because it was downtown.
Oh,
a lot of the guys sleep around the outside and they
repeatedly without overlaps or leaving spaces.
All right, I saw the design and that's way too busy for my bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to use those colors.
Seemed like
look at that.
Yeah, but you
it's all cockeyed. Where does one end and the other?
It's just a messed up pentagon.
Look, it's right on your
floor. It's just
floor.
a regular pentagon bent
your
a little
floor
bit.
Is that.
No,
how is that a new pentagon?
Because nobody's ever made that. Nobody's ever proven that pentagon worked in that pattern before.
They changed the dimensions on the
very
sides.
Specialized.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. See?
I thought it was cool.
Wow.
Whatever. Every time I bring up poop, you guys complain.
Yeah.
At least it's not an animal penis.
I just want to make this clear. You thought that was cooler than them finding a secret hidden Pentagon base.
If they had found a secret hidden Pentagon base, that would have led off check-in, but it wasn't happening. It didn't happen at all, Jake.
Did you hear it on the lead-in?
Yeah.
You
did not, Jake.
Fine.
Yes, that would have been much cooler, but it's fake. This is a real Pentagon they found. It's much cooler. Jesus Christ, dude. Think bigger, man. If we're thinking of imaginary things, they found Narnia. For Christ's sake, I don't know. Check in. A Perth artist is growing an ear on his arm.
Oh.
Not only that, he's going to implant a microphone in it and connect it to the internet.
What?
That's better than a shape, all right? Thank you.
All right, first of all, what is a Perth artist? Forgive me if I sound stupid.
Perth as in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say like...
I've never heard that either.
Yeah. All right,
show the people at home.
So he's growing an ear, and dude, let me tell you something. I've seen reconstructed ears on people after accidents. That's a damn good-looking ear he's got on his arm.
How is he doing that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. How could he can't just decide? Hey, I think I'll grow an ear here. Like he had to go get something to make it be an ear.
You can decide that. You just can't make it happen.
How did he make it happen?
Well, if he would scroll down, I could read it, but he won't do that. There you go. Oh, okay.
They inserted a scaffold, probably made of collagen, underneath his skin.
There you go.
Huh.
Ew.
Will he pierce it?
I don't know. Really?
Why is he putting?
That's gross.
But why would he put a microphone there? Why would he put? If it's an ear, Tiffany.
It's going to be connected to the internet, and everyone can listen into him 24 hours a day. There's no off switch in it either.
Oh, I get it. Okay, it's for other people. Oh, that's creepy as hell.
Isn't that weird?
Why do you want to listen to somebody's arm?
You're not. You're listening through the ear on
No,
their arm.
you'll be listening to his arm rubbing on the counter as he orders a sandwich. He'll be ordering a sandwich, and you hear as his arm rubs on
well, really, it's going to be you're hearing his jacket rustling all day.
Here's my question. Okay. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but he's doing this to put.
It's the third time you've started a statement.
I know, but this one, because every time I've been
like the ear thing.
All right, well, whatever. Just because your question was stupid and it didn't get the laugh you expected.
Well, no, I didn't expect the laugh. I really wanted to know if there'd
Come
be wax in it.
Seriously, on your arm?
It's an ear.
Why? Do you know how an ear works? There's a canal. You've got a tympanic membrane. You've got hammers in there. He can't reconstruct all that in his forearm. Come on, be serious.
Since he was growing it, that it would grow into an ear completely.
It doesn't automatically grow into an ear. They reconstructed it cosmetically. There are no ear organs, as you will, in there. There's no membrane. There's no sensory nerves that pick up auditory sounds. I mean, come on.
Then what's the point? I don't know. I never met anybody with an ear.
Wait, no, she's got kind of a point though.
Oh,
then
for fuck's sake!
Why the microphone? Like
this is the problem with our country. The youth here being like, well, I don't understand. It's very simple.
You have to ask questions to understand things.
Exactly. She is right. She's got you there. No. You're trying to act all educatory, like, oh, it's the problem with our country is. Well, no, you're saying the problem with our country is these kids today don't know anything, but I do, and I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, and they say there's no dumb questions.
Yeah, you're supposed to teach.
I didn't say they were dumb questions. Well, yeah, you know what? That person that said that is being nice. Let me just put it that way. He's being very nice. Yeah. When they made that up, they were nice.
Yeah.
There are dumb questions. All right, next, please, for God's sake. That came off the rails rather quickly.
All right. This is a question for Tiffany, because she went to England. Oh, and John Wilson can answer this too.
For Christ's sakes.
But Tiffany,
what?
If I told you that David Beckham's daughter was sucking on a dummy, what would that mean?
That's a pacifier.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping she would know.
Well, you said sucking. You gave it away.
Yeah, you kind of
Well,
did.
I know what a dummy is, though.
I didn't until today.
No
idea what that was.
I knew it.
Well, on the phone to clarify, we got John Wilson calling from Liverpool, England. How are you, John?
I'm very well, you fucking barbarians.
How are we barbarians?
Well, maybe not you, Chris.
Yeah.
But not all of you, not any of you. But I'm here just so we don't get cut off. I don't know who's controlling the bloody thing. Well, we were talking about ears, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Well, an ear, and not an actual ear, really, when you get right down to it.
Just like a scaffolding.
Yeah.
In the shape of an ear.
What do you mean, a scaffold? Well,
it's a mock-up.
So it's not a real ear.
No, it's a mock-up of an ear. It looks pretty good, but it's not. Doesn't have like an actual ear canal.
There's no wax.
That's been established.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm gonna get one on me butt cheeks. How about
that? Dude, have you ever leaned like really hard on a pillow on your ear and that
would
pain?
hurt so bad.
You really want that on your ass?
You can hear all
No,
your
well,
farts.
Yeah, you didn't think it all the way through, did you?
Think about all the chafing.
Don't put a nose down there.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, she's just being silly tonight. There's no reason for it. Yeah, John, I don't know what's happening. And Jake,
I'm trying. All right, don't like you're the one that's bringing up the ears. I'm doing what I can with the ears. You're giving me ears and new Pentagon.
Well, let's look at it this. Let's look at it this way, John, Jake. This guy's doing it as an art project. I mean, are you a lover of art, John?
No, I like a fine painting, but people are splashing shit on a canvas. I'm not interested. It's not art.
So okay, so then you just like traditional painting. You don't like more of like an abstract sort of a deal.
No, not really. I mean, you've seen some of this stuff that they put in these exhibitions and so
well,
on
but
and
isn't it a matter of perspective? So this could be a really profound statement about connecting with society through an appendage that you didn't originally have that's wired up from your forearm to the internet.
Oh yeah, oh God, I'm gonna pay and go and see that straight away.
Well, you don't have to. You go online.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Yep,
and you can hear him.
Yep,
you can torrent it.
I want to touch it.
You want to touch it? Yes, Crystal.
Well, that brings up all kinds of questions about the sex and the masturbation.
What?
Like if you're going to hear that.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't bring up any. I don't want to talk about that at all. For God's sake, are you serious?
I see what you're saying now.
Why would you?
Does the girl kiss his real ear or his arm ear?
Why would?
It's an art project. Maybe we want to hear the kissing of the ear.
Why can't you do both?
I try to keep it above board, and it never stays there. Just never stays there. I'm sorry, John.
It's always the women that bring it down.
It's yeah.
Would you be more likely to stick your tongue
the
into
most
the
true
real
thing I've
ear or
ever
the
heard,
arm ear,
essentially.
knowing the
All
arm
right.
ear has no wax?
The
I
arm
like
ear
you,
for sure
John
because it doesn't
from
have any
Liverpool.
wax.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I would stick my tongue in the arm ear because it's probably cleaner than the ear.
All right, I'm done. John, I'm expecting a phone call in a couple minutes. Anything else you want to add before? Listen, you were up late last week. You and Gav burning the bit. I don't know what he's doing on Periscope, but he looks.
Oh, they were on Periscope yesterday on a date.
What?
And then it was funny. Here's a sad moment from John's life, and I'll relate it to you guys because
Okay.
I have no
Are you familiar with the
conscious-
Periscope, Jake?
No.
So
I have
John,
no idea what that
John
is.
and Gav were having Chinese luncheon the other day
Mm-hmm.
and doing it live on Periscope, and someone asked, "Where's your wives?"
Oh,
And they both just looked crestfallen for a moment, and then I think it was one of them said that'll be a longer Periscope.
John, what say you, sir?
Well, yeah, sorry. Hello, Justin. How are you? Jake.
Yes.
Too many Jakes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Changing the subject.
Yeah, I'm great.
he doesn't want to talk about it at all.
I'm doing good.
No,
I'm from North
but-
Dakota. Have you ever heard of that place? Because I know nothing
Also,
about
I'm not a
Liverpool.
bloody barbarian.
Well, I don't know
Jake.
anything about Liverpool, so I'm.
You don't know one thing
also-
about Liverpool.
I know it's called Liverpool.
Do you
and
know of
it's-
any famous people that ever came from Liverpool?
Everyone knows.
No, not everyone.
No,
He's
I
a very
don't.
young. How
I
old
don't.
are you? Can I ask?
I'm 28.
Do you think at 28
Yeah,
you know
you'd
that?
know that.
I don't
Really?
look. I didn't know who ISIS was until like 4 weeks ago. I don't
Shut the
know
hell up.
anything. I don't follow the news or any political, any of that. I just live my life. That's it.
I like
That's
sports.
all I do.
I do that.
Anything
he's your
on
perfect
the
mate.
internet.
John, you want to let him
I
know
don't
who's
follow
from, who came from Liverpool?
John Wilson.
it. Okay.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
The
And-
Beatles.
yeah.
Oh, I've never been a big Beatles fan. That's gonna make people hate me, but
I don't
that's
hate
why.
you.
I like Rolling Stones more. You know,
God's
I've always been
He
a.
likes Rolling Stones.
Where are they
Stones
from,
guy.
John? The Stones.
Who cares?
Fair enough.
No, listen. I didn't need to talk about my wife. Where our wives was the question, as Jordan quite rightly
It
said.
was just a funny moment. I appreciate it.
It was a funny moment. I'm glad it entertained you, Jordan.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yeah, and but everybody knows they're on the Double Special show, and I know here, and in my heart, I know that my future wife is sat there at that table.
Oh! Somebody's got the little.
Ha! Me?
Yeah.
Jordan is up for Best Drag Performer in Tampa Bay, so.
Look, I know you want to think very highly of yourself, Tiffany, but he asked me how I was doing. Okay. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
All right.
It's true.
So
That's what's happening. in
don't be so
Liverpool.
full of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's very kind.
Yeah, it's not all about you, Tiffany, is it?
Yeah. She's very stuck up.
What?
Yeah.
I'm very confused about what's happening.
All right, John. Well, listen, we're going to get back to the thing. I get this other call coming. I got to take this guy when he calls. So be safe. Always a pleasure to hear from you. Sorry we're so barbaric. We're going to try to tone it down and be a little less animalistic in our
No,
rituals.
you're good. You boys are all on the money, and girls, of course, and just keep doing what you're doing. You're perfect.
We
All right.
miss you, John.
We do.
God bless you.
All right, there you go, John Wilson.
John Wilson,
Take
ladies and
care.
gentlemen.
That's a nice guy. I
Checking
like
it
that
out.
guy.
I
Yeah,
heard
he's
him. I
very-
think I heard him a little there. I think
Well,
I,
you're
think
gonna
I
get
brought
to
up
know
a
him.
bad memory.
Yeah.
You guys
Because
are gonna
you're
have a good
mean.
future together, I think.
I feel like it. I
Yeah.
feel like it.
The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. In a couple minutes, we'll be talking, hopefully, with Willie Barcena. But right now, we're in the middle of check-in. What else you got? You got
I
something
got
else?
a Texas judge had a defendant in an assault case. He had the choice either get married in 30 days or go to jail.
I heard a little bit about this.
What?
Yes, that's right.
The girl's like,
A
bye.
defendant
Doesn't
up for
make
sentencing in a
sense.
minor assoult case was given the choice of getting married or going to jail for
Same.
15 days.
Why would the judge have anything to say about him getting married? I don't understand.
Because apparently he beat up his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend when he started like talking shit about her, and so he smacked him.
He smacked the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah,
Right.
And so
Still
when
don't
he-
understand why he needs to get married.
Oh
but-
no, he doesn't. I mean, there's like
Oh.
a huge violation.
Wait,
but
Tiffany thinks she knows.
The judge asked the young man if she was worth fighting for, and I guess he was like, well, if she is. I don't know if Jordan would scroll down a little bit.
oh my
But
God.
he told the judge yes, and then he told him, okay, then you have to get married or...
All right, that's
Exhibit.
the most irresponsible thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Yes,
me too.
Crystal.
That's
hold on.
And
unconstitutional.
writing Bible verses?
Yeah.
He had to write Bible verses.
Yes, attend counseling and
Wow.
write Bible verses.
Where
What
the hell is
country
this?
Yeah.
do we live in? Jesus
Well, where
Christ.
was this in our
That's-
country?
I want to know if he's allowed to write
Like-
brand new Bible
Was
verses.
this in
'cause
North
that would be
Dakota?
interesting.
Hold on, Jordan. Where is it?
This
I've
is
asked
in
3
Texas,
times.
of course.
I just
My
wanna-
God,
I
where
want
did
to check in.
you-
I
okay.
wanted you to check again because I forgot. Yeah,
Said it
did
right
that
there.
did that actually go through? Does he have to do that?
He actually got married.
Oh my God,
The family. There was a 19-year-old girl and a 20-year-old dude.
Dude,
So,
that's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Wow,
I would
they're gonna
sue
get
them.
divorced.
So the guy's got a violent history, and the judge's, his solution is you need to get married. Take a little piss out of that vinegar. That's ridiculous. Yes, Crystal.
I
But
don't
there's such a bigger issue here that's completely unconstitutional for that judge to order him A, to get married, and B, to do the Bible
All right,
verses.
okay. First of all, you say unconstitutional, but can you tell me what part of the Constitution says that a judge can't make you get married? What is that exactly?
What right does he have to tell you
didn't
to
I don't
make
know.
you get
Maybe
married?
obviously there was because he
No.
sentenced the guy and they did it and nobody fought it and
Because
nobody,
people are stupid
Well, he
and
didn't
don't
make
make up
maybe
for their
but
rights.
maybe but it wouldn't fly in court if there wasn't some rule somewhere that said this can be a punishment. I don't know. Maybe it's up to his
Well,
discretion
wait.
in that county.
Yeah,
No, it just
but-
said he'd have to go to jail only for 15 days.
If
So
he
either they
didn't-
had to get married
Wait,
or
stop talking
so he
over
didn't. He didn't make him. He gave him the choice.
Okay, what? Yes, Crystal.
Okay, his only other alternative was to go to jail for 15 days.
Just
so that's
15 days.
no, it doesn't matter.
Well,
that's
it's
still
coercion. It is
Right.
coercion.
I don't think it's fair to put pressure on the girl.
Yeah, what
Right.
if she didn't want
Yeah,
to
what about her? Like,
Yeah,
she doesn't
what-
get any say in this. She's
No.
just
What about the lady?
like,
Not in Texas.
you know.
Yes, Crystal. God
and
dang.
stuff like that does fly in court. Just like the lady who was forced to change her son's name from Jesus to something else, and she had to take it to appeals court to get it
Well,
overturned.
she should have had to do that. No, you can't call your baby Jesus.
well,
Jesus.
and it was a Texas story
I
again.
know, yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty
If
insane.
I ever have a
dude.
kid, I'm gonna name him Prophet Muhammad Jesus, Allah, Zeus,
Good luck in public school with that one.
Yeah.
Aries.
You better have the money to put him in some sort of a pilot program for
You know.
youngsters with fancy names.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine. I'll just tell him
You're gonna homeschool
your
him?
name's Jack normally. You know, like when you
Yeah.
go to, I don't know.
In the house, it's the 5 names, but when you're outside, it's just gonna call you Jason.
Which I guess defeats the purpose of the 5 names.
Yeah, if you can't parade it, what good is it?
That's
Yeah.
true.
All right, we got any more?
Crazy
I got one
story.
more. I haven't really read it that much.
Oh gosh.
Well,
so
that's
that's like
new.
every story.
Quebec considers removing the N-word from 11 place names.
All right, so what is the N word in these names, though? It's not the.
Oh, really? We have to go through that?
No, we don't. But is it okay?
Yeah, it is
So
the
11
N-word.
names. Okay,
It's the stretch of the Gatineau Rivers that has officially been called Nigger Rapids.
that's okay.
The worst part is they named it that in the 80s.
Yeah, but what? But it's a French place. So is it Niger? Is it Niger?
No,
is it French?
no. It's a place where some black people drowned in a river,
Are you
and
serious?
they called it that. Yes,
Oh.
Leprechaun.
Oh my God!
And they did not officially name it that until 1983.
Holy Christ!
Horrible.
I thought the Canadians were so nice.
No, not the French ones apparently.
Damn.
At least they named a river after them.
Yeah,
That was nice.
I bet
No.
they're gonna be mad that their river's not named after
It's
them
kind of an
anymore.
underhanded
That's
thing to
crazy.
do. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, yeah, we're gonna name this after you, but we're gonna insult you as we name it after you.
Well, you know.
No, they didn't name it after them. That's not how that works.
Oh, they're
So the
black,
people-
right?
It's not like if you drown in a river and they call it white, they named it after you.
Well,
okay?
they said it was
Whitey
it was
River.
it was
Yeah.
it was named in the memory of a black couple who drowned there in the early 1900s.
Yeah, but they could have just
Whoa.
named it after the name
Oh,
of that
I'm
couple.
with you. Oh, I'm with you, dude.
Like it could have been Gorgeous. If it was you,
Of
it could have
course.
been Gorgeous River.
yeah, yeah.
They
Which-
didn't do that.
No, I know they didn't.
I have
know.
a question about that word.
This is gonna be bad.
Um,
Why? What are you doing with the walking with the fingers? Come on. And you know what? Stop pulling on the table. You keep pulling on the table.
at one point maybe it was a nice word. Like at one
No,
point did it
no.
turn
No.
bad?
I don't think so.
Not
But at what point-
1983.
What's
No.
the origins of it? Like, at what point was it bad? Maybe collectively they were all called that at some point and they were happy
No.
about it. Then all of a
No.
sudden it was bad.
No.
Well, who
Do you know
invented it?
anything about Black history? Like
You just learned about
There-
ISIS.
there wasn't. I know, but like
I
I've
know
read
about it. They
history
came
books.
from
Dude,
Africa, of course.
this is beautiful. What's happening right here? This is a
I
barrage.
do know.
This is a barrage of mediocrity, just back and forth. I
But
love it.
I don't know the origin of the word. Remember when I thought it was because they're from Niger? And then I thought Niger was pronounced like that word?
All right, look, we've got too much going on to get into that discussion with you right now.
Oh
We're
my
going to check
God.
into it next week. We'll give you a little history on the N word and see if there is.
We
Who
are?
knows? I
Maybe
don't know.
it was endearing.
No, I doubt
No.
it.
And
ever
then
was.
it went wrong. wrong.
No, I think it was actually
I don't
associated to
think
like dim-witted people and people that didn't have like respect for themselves, and I think it branched off into the racist slur that it is now. But I don't think it was ever. I don't think it was ever like a positive thing. I think it was always a negative thing to say to somebody.
Well, we'll find out.
And
we certainly will.
And obviously, the name of that river or rapids is racist since it was named after a black couple. Or
go to origin.
It comes from Negro, which means black.
Right?
In
really?
Spanish.
That's your assessment off the Wikipedia? That's the first thing that jumped out at you?
Oh, yeah, because it's at the top.
Okay, so it just comes from a Spanish word, black.
We'll see. That wasn't mean.
Okay, whatever.
People just started saying it meanly.
What?
And that's when it went wrong.
It
Mark
was mean.
Twain.
It was used to describe slaves. It was a bad thing.
Well, because they were black.
Yeah.
Slaves are black.
Well, okay.
That's not true.
No,
originally.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
a lot of slaves
in the
weren't.
beginning of America, that was not
Asian.
the case.
I know that.
Indian.
Well, there was also a bunch of white slaves
Yeah,
too.
white slaves as well. That's correct.
Yeah, people that we committed crimes and were poor and like
That's
just
right.
got enslaved. So
Simple things.
But
it wasn't until the 1800s
but we're talking
roughly
about
that it
black
became
people.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Then it was,
history.
but
It
prior
was
to that,
not
slaving.
always
Yeah.
considered derogatory. I
See?
mean, sometimes it was.
But not always. Not since the beginning of
Not
the
not by
invention.
the white people who ran the country. They was like, no, I'm not saying it that way, so it's
All
all
right,
good.
We're off the beaten path here from
I know.
check-in.
But we learned a lot today.
I learned a little.
children.
I didn't learn a lot. I'd say a
Oh, it
little.
also met Indians, Mexicans, and Frenchmen.
Oh, God.
Oh, and Anglos.
Oh, okay, stop.
Okay.
I think we should repurpose that word for Frenchman. That would be funny.
Hey, Chris, you're
All right, is that
French.
it? Are we done?
That was check-in, yes.
All right, that was check-in. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. You can hear a rebroadcast of the show on IRN Internet Radio broadcast. That's a Friday night at 8 o'clock. In the studio with us, Jake Barsness, who is now doing a show that is with Stick Martin. This is going to be the same place every week, a regular venue. This is in St. Pete, right?
It's at the Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yep.
How is that? Is it a nice little place?
Yeah, it's an awesome place.
You like it?
Yeah.
Now, you've done a couple of these shows already?
We've done one.
What?
We did our first one
How did it go?
this week. Really good. Yeah.
A lot of people?
Yeah, it was like 30 or so.
So
roughly.
describe the show.
I
Is
mean,
it some stand-up and then music, or is it stand-up and then music after? How does it work?
It's weird. It's hard to explain.
Try.
Basically, it starts with music, but Stick, he does a lot of mixing in his music, and like I said, he brings in like a guest musician. So what he does is they just kind of jam out, and he like mixes in bits of like famous comedians and stuff.
So it's like a fish show. No, I'm
Carlin,
kidding.
basically.
I'm kidding.
Basically. And then me and him kind of
Well, wait, when you say
co-host.
hold on for a second. When you say he mixes in comedians, does he like do a song, take a break, play something, or is it actually in the music?
It's in the music.
So he mixes in stand-up in the music he's
he
playing.
mixes in like
That's kind of trippy.
like bits from like Carlin and Pryor and like like famous comedians like,
Interesting.
for this show.
That's kinda
You
cool.
know? Yeah, he like mixes that in while he's playing. And it's kind of like chill vibe, and like I said, he brings in like a guest musician, and they play as well. We start at 11 Sunday night.
Ooh, that's a late show on a Sunday.
It is a very late show, but I mean, I've been down in downtown St. Pete, and like I said, Sunday night is a big service industry night.
Yeah.
There's people out until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
every Sunday night.
See all
I
the
mean,
young-
like bars are full.
Your body hasn't started hurting
They've
yet.
got bands playing at every bar.
It'll all come to an end soon, Jake.
Like at until 3 a.m. So I mean,
that's exciting. Do you guys have a website? Do you have Facebook? How can people check and see about
They
the
can
show?
check both of us out on Facebook right now.
Tell
The
everybody.
Amsterdam also has it up on their Facebook page.
Twitter?
I have my own Twitter account. We don't have a Twitter account set up for that.
Tell us what your
So,
Twitter is so people can
My
find you.
Twitter is
Yeah.
at Barsness Monster.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clever one, right?
Tiffany's not impressed. All right, that's fine.
She doesn't like it. That's okay.
It's not waxy
What?
enough.
What does it mean?
I don't.
It's a play off Loch Ness Monster.
Well,
Barsness
yeah.
Monster.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's
She gave the shoulder.
She's like, whatever. What's yours, Tiffany?
At Tiffany Comedy. It's a play
Oh,
because I
wow.
do comedy and my name's Tiffany.
How adorably clever of you.
It makes it easy for people to find me.
How long have you been doing stand-up, Jake? You've been doing it for a while.
Almost 5 years coming up in
He
October.
was young, man. He started when he was 23. I didn't start
Yeah.
till... Well, I guess I started when I was
So,
20. About around the same
going
time, I
well.
guess.
Yeah. That's cool.
And you did the Unlockable Character. Not to bring up that sore subject again, but
No,
you did
it's
that.
all right.
And I thought it was a great idea. And you guys actually
It
did
went really
stand-up,
well.
And you went to
Yeah.
like Comic-Cons and stuff, right?
Yeah. No, I loved it. I still want to do more of that. It's just we got to rework the group basically now.
It was a good group, though. You had
Um,
John J. Murray in there who does Something Planet podcast. It's a
Yep.
great podcast. Love John J. Who else was in the
Paul Voigt.
He moved.
Paul Voigt?
Right?
He moved.
Yeah,
Where'd
but
he-
he's
where's
back
he now?
down here now.
Oh, he moved
He
back.
moved back.
But
Yes.
Wasn't he with a girl? Didn't he meet like a lady?
Amy Sulam, who's also part of the group, which they're not together anymore.
I knew it was a girl.
Okay.
Which is yes.
They
so
but they were very into each other.
Well, that's what happens when people
yes,
first
they were,
start go out.
and now they are not. So
Ruined everything.
but
And then who else? There's one more, remember, right? Or is
that
it
was it.
Just the four?
Well, Amy. Yeah, it was just
okay,
the four of us. Yeah.
And
Poor Paul. He'll never get anyone
Was
that
it
hot
strictly
again.
video game
But-
themed comedy, or what was going on with this?
No, we would go and do stand up, but we did have like particular nerd bits and stuff that we would do specifically at those shows. I've been working them into my regular show as well. I just have to kind of generalize them a little bit more. But we would go and do, like, we did Gen Con up in Indiana. We did another pretty big one called Eternal Con up in Long Island.
What
we
is
would
that?
just go
give-
Eternal Con. It's
give-
a
Hold on, Jordan. What?
Give
ahead.
us an example of like one of these inside nerd jokes that you would tell that they wouldn't go over with your regular audience, but you could use with nerds.
that wouldn't go over.
Yeah,
Very nerd specific joke.
yeah.
All right. I
might
can
not.
do my Magic the Gathering.
Oh God,
bit.
yes, please.
That one.
Oh, yes, please.
That one's the most nerd
This may
specific.
be our caller. Hold on to that thought.
Okay.
We're gonna answer the phone here. As I said, I think we have our caller on the phone. I believe on the phone we have Willie Barcena. Is that correct?
Yeah, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
Pretty good. How are you, sir? Thanks for calling our show. We've never met, but now we're meeting now, and I really appreciate you calling. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing great. And thanks for having me, by the way, man.
Oh,
Appreciate this.
Listen, we've been with Snappers for a long time. We love the podcast. I checked you out online. You've done a lot of crap, man. You've done a lot of stuff. I don't mean crap in a bad way. I don't mean crap in a bad way. I mean a lot of stuff. I should rephrase that.
Yeah, I've done a lot of crap, bro.
I'm kidding. No, but you've been on. Listen, you've been on the Late Show, the Tonight Show, like what, 11 times?
Yeah. I was on a bunch of times. I did what you want. I have about 4 hours, 4 1-hour specials.
Yeah.
I did one on Comedy Central. I did one on Showtime, which is on Netflix right now. I just shot one an hour. I have another hour that it's between a few people. Depends who gives me the best money. and then I'm gonna shoot another one in October, man. Things are going good, bro.
Yeah, they are, dude. The club here is kind of like a little local club, but it's good that they get somebody in you, a player in the game, and I think the audiences are really gonna like your stuff. I watched some of your stand-up online, and you're very funny, very personable.
No, real cool, man. To me, as long as the city's is progressive and open-minded, I'll have a good time. It's when I get cities where there isn't a bookstore in the area that it gets rough.
Well, I mean, I guess in some places, like in Florida, it depends on what time the show is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the early shows are like
still,
conservative.
Man, I hear what you're saying, but still, you could be inebriated, man. You could be, you could be fucked up, but you're still gonna you can still put thoughts together. By the way, can you say the F word on your podcast?
Yeah, we're on the internet.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Don't worry about it. No, I think. I've always said this about Florida. It's like a weird thing. I don't know. You must have worked down here before. I'm sure you've been all over the country. Where have you worked here in Florida before? You do well down south, Miami way, or?
Yeah. Actually, everywhere, man. I think the only time I've ever had a hard time with a club was I was in the South, and it was just I was talking about religion, man, and there was like it really was like the 1950s, man. I would have to explain the joke, like almost like I have to draw visual pictures, and then I could tell the joke. By the time they got it, there was the punchline was dead, and I mean I'm not gonna paint the whole South with the brush, but that particular area was dumb as fuck.
Well, I find that it just depends. We travel. My feature is on the air with me as well, Tiffany Barbee. And we went up to Pittsburgh, and they were pretty cool. And then we went to like Indiana. Everybody's pretty cool. We came back down here, and just recently, like the last couple shows, did like in the north of the state. It's like sometimes weird, man. People are like really weird. I'm like you, dude. I pace the stage. I watch you. You pace the stage like a tiger. You still there?
He's doing tiger stuff.
What's that, bro?
I said I watched your stand-up, and you pace the stage like a tiger. I'm the same way. I pace. I'm very, lots of movement.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure you're probably like me then. Like I don't know, some comedians, they stay in one place, and I think the reason most of us became comedians because we naturally could entertain friends at the house,
Right.
And I think what happens to some comedians, they forget that that's why they're funny, because their friends will tell them, dude, you should be a comedian, right? And what happens is when you were naturally just yourself, you would naturally move a lot. But then I think a lot of comedians turn into the comic. And when you turn into the comic, to me, then, you just get one-dimensional instead of going, hey, what happened to that guy from the backyard that talked all that shit? That was funny as hell.
Yeah, the guy at the barbecue at us all. I've said that before,
Right,
man. I've said that to Tiffany. There's comics and there are comedians. Comics are wordsmiths, and comedians are guys that could tell a story and make it funny. It doesn't matter what. They can complain about their trip to the In-N-Out Burger, and it's hysterical. No punchlines, just fun.
Absolutely, bro. I agree wholeheartedly, man. I'm a student of the craft, and like my three guys that I and obviously there's a lot of guys that kick ass out there. Kick ass. Bill Hicks, but to me, the three guys that I think anybody that's ever going to study comedy should get a hold of Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, and Richard Pryor.
Yeah, George Carlin is still one of my favorites. I love George Carlin. The guy has a master's degree in English, a PhD in English. He knows how to use the language. He's very. I mean, obviously, if you like those guys, you like more of the liberal sort of stuff. I know that right now there's a divide in the country: what you can say, what you can't say. How do you feel about just talking about like even politics? I do a little bit of joke about atheism and how we don't know where we're going. Nobody knows about their religion because it's faith-based, and you could be wrong. And so I throw a couple of jokes in there that, like, what if Bush dies and goes to heaven and finds out like the Muslims are right this whole time? He'd be screwed, right? And
absolutely, bro.
And you can.
I'm sorry,
but that's okay. But you can see people pull back, like, please don't talk about this stuff. Now that Trump is in the election, I mean, what do you think about being able to talk about this stuff on stage? You think people are getting a little tight-necked about what you can say?
No, well, here's the trick, man. I think here's the science of comedy, man. The science is because obviously, like, the way you're writing, just by listening to that set, what you're saying right there, you're not afraid to talk about anything. If you're going to talk about that,
right?
And the thing about it is, if you're going to talk about politics or religion, and this is where the work comes in. This is where a lot of comedians, to me, are lazy. They're not willing to do the work, and do the work is actually you're gonna suck a few times on stage. So the audience, when you saw it with a good audience, what they're actually telling you is rewrite that. Go home and rewrite that because that's not funny. So you should actually be grateful. But the thing about I think the science behind talking about religion or politics is that it's got to be funny, and if it's not funny, it sounds preachy. So I think I think that's where the science comes in, and I think that's where the work ethic comes in. Where, man, like I worked on a joke for a couple months about Obama. I was talking about Obama, and I couldn't get the joke. And finally, it's a long story, and I'll get to the punchline just real quick. And the punchline is,
take your time.
I never thought I'd live to hear to see the day when white people would be saying the black man's keeping me down, with Obama. So that I really had to work because I talk about how Bush is a bullshitter and how Obama is a bullshitter. But the thing about Obama, when he lies, he gets mad. So that's why we believe him. Bush. If you remember Bush, when he lies, he's got like a little smile at the end.
Oh, dude, I hated that.
I'm not really a good liar. Kind of like us when we were little, we lied to our parents. Smile and then we get our ass whooped.
I likened Bush's whole friggin' term. Every time he was in office, when I saw him, I likened him to the first 2 seasons of Seinfeld because Jerry Seinfeld always had a smart-assy smirk on his face, like, I can't believe we're getting paid for this. I'm really don't know what I'm doing. And it was like this frat boy sort of grin. I was like, oh, I just wanted to smack him.
No, I agree, man. And it's funny how you say, like, you can't talk about politics, and there's just some people like Democrats are not as annoying as Republicans because, first of all, let me just tell you, I think that everybody's full of shit. But Republicans, they act like it's a football team. The Republicans get mad. They're like, I'm a Republican. I'm a Republican. And to me, what I tell them is like a saying, I'm a Raider. I'm a Raider. I go, really, you're a Raider? Did you get a free ticket? No, you paid for the ticket. Did you get the jersey? No, you bought the jersey. Did you get a free hot dog and beer? No, you had to pay for it. You're not a Raider. You're a Raider fan. It's like you're not a Republican. You're a Republican fan.
Right.
And that goes for everybody. It goes for the Democrats. I mean. We go on and on. Bro.
No, it's true though.
You get the gist.
No, and I feel you because I feel like there's that separation. Like I don't talk a lot about politics on stage, but I do talk about like I have a bit that I do about the N-word, and I know that for me, in my experience, most of the ethnic audiences that I perform in front of, Latinos, blacks, they're much more accepting of like really out there on the fringe sort of thought, whereas white audiences seem to be the most uptight about stepping outside of the box a little bit.
But you I'm telling you, bro, it depends what city. If you go to Portland, very hip. If you go to Seattle, very hip.
Yeah.
I mean, there are cities, man, that are like really like they're well read. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't been out west yet, but on this coast, it's jacked.
No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But those like like people ask me what are some of my favorite cities, and I mean, obviously there's so many great cities in this country, man. But if you want to talk about white people where anything goes and they can be open-minded about anything, it's probably I would have to say the two cities are Seattle and Portland, man.
Wow.
Yeah, Frisco. I've been to Frisco, and Frisco was pretty laid back. Northern California is really nice. People are really cool.
Yeah, you know what about San Francisco, man? And I swear, dude, the thing about them, they're so hip, they're annoying. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like we're like the hippest city in the. No, you're just the most fucking annoying people ever. I mean, a hipster is someone who's a hip. It's like someone saying he's a gangster. Don't say you're a gangster. You just are a gangster, and don't make eye contact with that dude. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go around saying I'm a gangster. It's like San Francisco. They go around telling everybody we're hip and we're progressive. No, you're full of shit, and you're just a pretentious city. That's fucking San Francisco, bro.
That's funny, dude. You can see Willie Barcena this weekend at Snappers. Willie, I'll be working with you Friday night. I'm your feature Friday. Ron Hortman had to drop out. He'll be there Saturday. You'll love Ron. Hopefully you'll like me. It's going to be a great show. Actually, 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday at snappersgirlcomedy.com.
And Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, is it Thursday as well? Yeah. Oh, Ron will be there Thursday.
Yeah, Ron will be there Thursday and Saturday, and you'll be there on Friday.
Where can people check you out online if they want to check out some of your stuff before they come to the show?
Well, you know what? They could. Well, if anybody who has Netflix, just search Willie Barcena.
Barcena. Pardon me.
The name of the special is I Gotta Be Honest, the one that's on Netflix right now. And then you can find me on Twitter. I Twitter a lot. The handle is @Willie Barcena.
And this Thursday at 2:30 a.m. on BET, they're going to replay your episode of the Wayans Brothers.
Get out.
That's right. It's right here on IMDb.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 35-cent check on the mail.
Nice.
That's the Saving Private Marlin episode 14 season. Looks like season 5.
Oh, my God. That was back in the day, bro. By the way, man, I got nothing but love for the Wayans family, all 50 of them, man. They're good people, man.
I think it's going to be a good time this weekend. Guys, if you want to check them out again, that's Snappers. We got 5 shows this weekend. Willie Barcena, come and check him out. Willie, thanks so much for taking time out and talking to us, man.
Mad love, and thank you for having me, man. I'll love to both be there, man.
All right, there you go, man. Thanks again. Willie Barcena checking in. You can check him out again, snapperscomedygirl.com, and check him out all weekend. All right, let's go ahead and take a little bit of an early break. You got some music on. Let's do that. Try not with the melt your face. If you can just skip over right over that, because that annoys me when it's the cursing thing. We got Jake Barsness still in the studio. Take a little bit of a break. We're going to be back in about a couple minutes. Refresh our drinks and treat you guys with the second half of Double Special right here on the Double Special Show Network, Double Special Studios in Clearwater, Florida. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back.
2014, MC Clarence Renoir. This track's called Laureen. Check it. Here's a little story I'm about to tell about a woman named Laureen I don't know so well. Her long flowing hair might be nice as can be, but I'm forever a bachelor. What can I do? I may be old, but my junk still works. The little blue pill gonna make her twerk. She gets with me, I won't make her disappointed. What can I do? Oh yeah, Laureen. You ever had a man write a song about you? I'm all man, I promise you that. But I got some more to say. I got something to tell you that I think you didn't know. You never, ever call the double special show. And I want you to call in so I can hear your sweet voice. It's like rose petals for my ears. Oh, I'm so lonely. Maureen, I just need a friend. Call me. Woman, you know, I'm on the attack. I'll pull off my prophylactic, then shellac your back. Don't be mad at me for that, it'll be just fine. Play my grandson Miguel, he wrote that last line. God, he's such a jerk. It's all good. Tiffany, word to your mom. No, word to your mom, never call me. Chris, JB, Crystal, holla at your boy, Clarence. Special shout out to Big Chief Marty Hoffman, Petricelli, and Brad McLean, and little Jake over there. You know, hopefully they don't break your fan, Chris. I know how much you hate that. Clarence out.
That's what's called out your face here.
Chris Wheeler, hit that bumper. Hit that bumper.
Next, hang on, where'd it go?
No, it's right up top. Hit. Oh, God damn it. What the fuck is that? All right, whatever. Turn it off. All right, we're back. I thought we were going to get that bumper in there,
I
bitch.
thought I was going to play it in there, but it apparently got taken out of the
I'm going to make a playlist
playlist
on iTunes so you can do that. So
yeah, because this playlist is terrible. This
well, you're
Windows
the one that put it
Media
together.
Player.
You're the one that put it together.
Out of necessity.
Welcome back to Double Special,
Mr.
second
Norton
half.
360 on his computer.
In the studio. What?
You made John Wilson cry with your Norton.
I'm taking it off. I'm going to put the other one on. The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. On the phone a minute ago, you just heard Willie Barcena. You can check him out at Snappers this weekend. I'll be doing the feature spot on Friday. Ron Hortman will be featuring Thursday and Saturday. Listen, if you haven't seen Ron Hortman, he's really great. Got a chance to work with him this past week at the Snappers Underground Comedy Festival, Tampa Underground Comedy Festival at Snappers, hosted by Carol Montgomery from New York City. She hosts the New York City Underground Festival. Is that right, Tiffany?
Yes.
Why are you doing that? Put it up to your mouth. It's on an arm where you can put it right to your mouth, and yet you insist on leaning into it.
Why, yes, Christopher Gorges. I believe she does do that.
All right, shut the hell up. It was a great show. If you missed it, you missed a great showcase all weekend long. They had Jordan, you did improv Thursday night with Brett. How did that go?
It went pretty well-ish. The reviews I got were better than the reviews in my head.
Well,
How's
I think is a good thing.
Bob said you did well.
I've always been the same way.
Yeah.
Hard on yourself?
Doesn't matter how good.
Yeah.
You know, like people tell me I did. I'm always like, nah, there was that one thing at this 1 minute where I slipped up a little bit.
You did. How long was your set that you did? 15 minutes? 18 minutes? 20 minutes? Talk to me. Answer the question.
Jesus.
Well,
Kid's
I mean, I'm
like,
waiting.
I know.
For God's
He's like,
sakes.
he won't say anything.
What?
He's frozen up.
Who's
He's like a
frozen
little
up?
animal, your friend here.
Who?
Are you
He's
talking to me?
asking
or
He's
him?
asking you.
I thought you were talking to Jake.
No.
Oh, I was
He was
paying
asking
attention to your
you.
crap.
Don't.
I've been watching the bandwidth.
That's-
I've been
yeah.
worried about the bandwidth. We
You're
keep
like,
losing bandwidth.
What are you
Don't
talking
worry about that.
Wow.
Anyway, in about 20 minutes.
He has not been listening to you for the past.
No.
He was asking you about your improv show.
How
many
long
minutes?
was the
Yes.
goddamn set?
Holy
About
crap!
20.
20 minutes. All right. And you did 99 jokes. Then you did an open scene, which is really risky, I might add. Open scenes, when you have a little amount of time, because an open scene can run for like 12, 13 minutes, all fucking cockamamie, all
Or
crazy.
it could go like 6 or 7 minutes of horrible silence. You know, either way.
What was the actual plot line of the open scene? I'm curious.
A shark walks into a bar and tries to get stuff, and the bartender kept demanding.
What do you get stuff? Like a drink?
I think he wanted a drink, but the bartender wanted gold doubloons, so the shark brought him an arm with a watch on it.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And the bartender wouldn't take it, and
That's
it
just the
just
worst
spiraled
improv
out
scene I've
of-
ever
yeah.
heard. Jesus.
Sounds pretty terrible.
It did, like,
I'm going to be honest with you.
It started like the shark walks into a bar and wants stuff, sounded good, and then it just went straight down the hill.
I heard the shark and was like, I'm out. I'm good.
I liked it when I saw it on SNL 50 years ago.
You know what?
No, okay, and then after the
You're the one that started it.
Yeah, after the open scene, you did
Movable People,
which is always a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one always goes over. That was like an easy.
Yeah. What was the
Yeah.
thing? What were you fixing?
I honestly don't remember what it was
Jesus
about.
Christ, you have to. All right.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it was Brad, and I don't know. He kept licking my hand, and that was about all the where when happened.
Ew,
and people were
that's
loving
so
it.
gross.
we've done way
Like
worse.
the
trust me.
inside of your hand or the top of it?
My hand was on his face. I couldn't even look at it because my head was not pointed
Yeah,
towards
you've
it most
seen
of
the
the
game,
time.
Tiffany, where it's like all weird.
I don't know what. I'm very confused.
What is going on?
Yeah.
All right, don't worry about that. All right, so
Okay.
I want to thank you for taking the spot because I was supposed to be in the spot, but I had
Mm-hmm.
another gig, and I did a Cigar City comedy night that night at the Wicked
Yeah,
Witches.
you triple booked
I've done
that
that room.
night.
It's a cool room.
That was a neat little
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
I had fun there. I wish there was. Well, actually, I wish there was more people. By the time I got up on stage, it actually was kind of full. So there was.
Yeah,
was a pretty
it was.
Good, it was a pretty good room.
Mhm.
I had a good time there. And then Saturday night, I went and did the first show at the Underground Comedy Festival with just everybody, dude. Everybody was there. The first show. Who was on the first show, Tiffany? It was like Ron Hortman,
Ron
Cam
Hartman,
Bertrand,
Joe Riga,
Joe Riga. Who else? Me.
Bull.
But I think Bull did the first show.
Yeah.
And then the second show, they asked me to stay. I did the second show. And that was Lou Angelwolf, Johnny Oz. Who else?
Hey, can I ask
Ward.
a
Ward
question?
Smith.
Joe Riga, hasn't he had like
Steve
2
Barrett.
organs transplanted now?
What?
What?
Joe
What?
Riga, the one who had a transplant? Or-
No.
no, who's the one who had a heart transplant?
That's
A
what you
heart
interrupted
transplant?
for?
I don't know
remember.
anybody that's had a heart
I don't
transplant.
know
or
anyone
any
that's had
comedy.
I thought there was a comic who had one.
What?
No.
All right, never mind.
Okay.
No, you may. Oh, was it? You said twice, right? Originally,
Twice?
like
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Two
You're
organs?
talking about getting hit by a car
No.
twice, because that was me. If that was what you mean,
No.
but
No.
because that floated around for a
that
bit.
you weren't in the showcase. I really felt like you needed to be in the showcase, even
Well-
if you were in the beginning of the show.
I think Bob thought that we were both booked that weekend.
Well, that kinda pissed
but,
me off a little. I'm just saying.
It's okay. Like, I just figure it was a really good show, though. I was really happy to see it because the
I'm
women
not-
really stepped up their game a lot.
And I'm not saying that it was a bad show and that
Who
you
was-
should have been there to make it better. I'm just saying that you're one of the girls at Tampa Bay, and there's not a lot of girl comics in Tampa Bay. There aren't a lot.
Who was in that? Yeah, 'cause
Trish
I'm trying to
Keating,
think about that.
Long
myself.
Island Mary,
in an area.
and an area.
So it was like the older
Just
ladies.
3?
Just
That's it?
3, yeah, and then
Okay.
Carol Montgomery. Dude, they did like 20-minute sets. It was a really good show.
Okay, I got you.
But Tiffany has been coming along. She's been featuring for me, and I just think you should have been represented there. I just feel like you should have been in that show.
And
Either
Mona
the-
Teresa.
Mona would have been nice, but Cigars doing their thing.
And who's your nemalone again? I can't remember her name.
Catherine
Maloney
She
Larson.
was supposed to be in the
I
show.
don't have a
Oh.
nemesis. You're saying Chris's
Yeah,
nemesis.
Chris's
My
nemesis.
nemesis.
Well, I didn't look
She's
at
your
you when I said that.
nemesis.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was just
Not by
that.
choice.
No, it's just that she got mad at you for something. I think you guys are okay now, though, right?
I don't really
She
talk
she thought Chris said something, but he really didn't say something because you know how Laszlo
See,
likes
okay,
to stir
but that-
stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? That's the first time I've heard anybody ever say she thought he said something. Where'd you
Well,
hear that?
it's just Laszlo being a go-between
Yeah,
between
but
you
what
and
did I say
Catherine.
about her? I
It's
didn't
that
say anything
joke
about
about Tony God.
I didn't do a joke about
No,
Tony
you
God.
remember. You were joking around one night.
Look, you've already effed me once on that crap. Don't do it again, dude. Yeah, okay. I've lost one comedian friend because of that little shit you just did right there.
We're just making stuff up.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's so much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun until I get some guy that won't fucking talk to me anymore. And then I see other comedians
Who
that I'm
won't
friends
talk to
with.
you? I don't know anybody that wouldn't talk to you.
Tim Kid.
See, that was Tiffany.
Do not say his name. It is he must not be named.
I want to know though. You got to
Tim
tell
Kidd.
me.
She just said Tim Kidd.
Tim Kid.
Yeah, you
he's
don't-
he's like
I
a
don't even
comedy
know
zone
who that is.
comedian.
He's currently performing on a show called Unlockable Characters, surprisingly enough.
Gotcha.
He took that name from you.
No.
No.
He used to be in our improv troupe. He travels around. He's a comedy zone guy mostly.
Okay.
Travels all around. He's a good guy, but when he came on the show, Jordan did exactly what he did, made up some crap, and he blamed me for it and then said F you, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
We've known him for years.
It-
We're very close to him, but
That
he
sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. And he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit one way or
Yeah.
the other. All right, we got
This
John
Jordan
Wilson.
guy's kind of-
No, he stays up till like 4. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
John, you're on the phone. What's up, brother?
Well, I do care because I care about the double special show.
I said Jordan doesn't care.
Yeah.
You care.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You think Jordan cares?
Jordan cares. Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
No, Jordan does not
No,
care. No.
Jake
Oh,
cares
sorry.
more than Jordan cares.
Yep.
There's a little bit of care.
You see, Jordan, immediately
who
Jake
knows?
was like, who would do that? Who would say that to you? Jordan's like, you get what you paid for. He doesn't give a shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the reason why I'm ringing back,
Yeah.
I've just had one of those eureka moments. First of all, congratulations on the guests that you have on the show.
What?
Yeah, no, I've always thought that. I've always thought that there are comics that are wordsmiths that really, like JB Ball is a wordsmith. And then there are comedians. There are guys that tell stories and stuff like Cam Bertrand. I don't know if you've seen Cam. He's more of a storyteller, more of a Chris Rock sort of a guy. I feel like I'm more of a comedian. I tell stories. I give I don't do the whole setup punch thing.
Are there guys who straddle the middle?
I don't know.
What do you call them?
I don't know.
Comicians?
What would you label me if you're gonna label everybody?
I would say I don't label people first of all, but I've noticed a separation.
You just labeled people.
You
just directly labeled people. You can't say that. You're like, JB Ball is a comic. Cam Bertrand is a comedian.
No.
I don't label people.
No, but I don't. As a general rule, I don't. In this instance, yes, I'm very, 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 very specific because I've been doing it a long time.
No, I'm not.
I would say you're more of a wordsmith.
I would say you're more of a, but you know what? I can't remember ever seeing you.
Have
I seen you?
I believe so.
And here's the thing.
I believe so.
Well, hold
Tiffany.
on. And here's the thing about John. I believe John is a comic that would like to be a comedian. That's what I see in John. I think that you're focusing on the words right now because you're just starting out 2 years in, 3 years in. But when I hear you tell stories, I see the comedian trying to come out of you, the guy that wants to just tell a story and make us laugh.
Yeah, I think
he's telling you to start cutting yourself.
No,
the comedian will come out of the holes.
No, I think what it is, because I've said to Chris many times, whereas I don't really know who I am on stage, and obviously I'm yet to bring the comedian on stage. I'm bringing the comic on stage,
right?
And trying to find my way, and I think it's what Chris is saying is it's an individual discovery, isn't it?
Certainly,
you're trying to, but it's for me it's about being honest, I suppose, and
I started out
finding yourself.
I started out like you as a comic, a wordsmith. I tried to write the jokes and be like, last night I went to da-da-da, and this is what happened. Make it short and sweet, but this setup punch formula that people use. And then I found like I was most funniest when I was complaining and telling a story about why I was upset, and that was what came out. So the anger, I found my voice being that angry, cynical guy who's like, I'm upset. This is why I'm upset, and this is how it made me feel.
I think now that I've invested time into Jake, I'll actually pay attention to when he's on stage.
What do you mean invested time into
because
Jake?
he's here. This is like, before I was just like, okay, all the young boy comics, and then I got them all mixed up. But now that I've seen Jake and I've seen him in my off time, I will pay attention when he talks. I won't get him mixed up with.
I'm starting to get more and more insulted.
I know.
Okay, I'm trying not to be.
I know.
But more and more the conversation is, look at this young boy comic who uses his little setup punch jokes. Who, when I'm honest on stage and I tell my honest things, but when I was like you as a young little boy, not a grown 28-year-old man who's put 4 years of his life into this, but just a young little baby.
Here's the thing, though. There's no better or worse. Like, I just feel like people fall into those categories.
I go more
naturally.
towards that. Because I've talked with my roommate about this, Stick, who I'm doing the show with, about, like, to me, there is no, like, better or worse type of comedy.
Of course.
There's a ton of different types. Like, there's, like, Matt Fernandez does a lot of very one-liner short,
he's a comic.
Quick jokes, which I love. I can't really do those very short one-liner things. I do agree with you. I'm a little bit more wordsmithy. I try to play with things a little bit more, but I do have that ranty kind of side to me a little bit too.
I think
with
all comics
some material. Some of the material that I have has gotten quite long, like 3 to 4 minute bits about specific topics. That are very ranty like that.
John is like that. I see the story. Well, not ranty so much because you and I have that in common. But John is more of a storyteller. He told a story about his son, John Wilson, on the phone.
Oh, okay.
I see. Yeah, and I
forgot you were on the phone. I apologize, John. I hadn't heard from you for a minute, and I got confused.
Yeah, you've got to put your hand up. No one can see my hand.
Yeah.
He was busy
Go ahead, John.
himself.
What do you think? I mean, do you understand what we're saying? Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it does make sense, and I've just had a sort of a eureka moment. Obviously, I've got to try and, try do that on stage, haven't I? So, which I am going to try and do.
It's hard,
but it's just one of those eureka moments. You think, why am I trying to be something? Because obviously, you think that that's the way it's supposed to be. When you're starting out, this is what I'm going to try and set this out. I'm going to try and script it. A lot of comics go on stage, and I've done it myself, where word for word what you're going to say.
Yeah.
You're like a parrot.
Right.
But I think when the stories are flown, you know these stories. You know what you're going to talk about. You know that your kids are a pain in the arse and the wife's a bloody nuisance. You know what I mean? You remember all these stories, and they just flow off the tongue nice and easily.
Right, and you know where the funny parts of the stories are, so you can either delay them or put them wherever you want. I mean, yeah,
you refine them, don't you?
Sure, yeah. I mean, all the stuff that I do in my act, the stuff about Crystal, the booty dancing thing, all those things are real. I've exaggerated and put the pauses in, and so there is that wordsmith part of it. But the initial story is just a story. Yes, Jordan.
I was wondering if Crystal could turn all that into a sex metaphor for me.
I could just say that some of his exaggerations are not exaggerations. I truly did it.
Okay.
I'm going to have to pay more attention to Chris's set now. I got to hear those jokes.
Now that you've invested some time into Chris.
Yeah. Now that she's taking the magic right out of it, for God's sakes. You pull the curtain back. Look who's behind the curtain. Yes, John.
I'm going to go straight out and buy a nutsack for the back of my car.
Make sure it's got the vein on the side. Otherwise, it's not the real deal.
Not the way. Well, I was going to mold them off my own and see how that went. But they probably drag on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and over time they shrink. We all know that about human skin, seeing the shrunken heads. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you want to put. Nobody's going to see him.
What?
What are you talking about?
He said
Mummy
shave
balls?
his own off. He said shave his own off and put them on.
No, I think he meant he was going to mold them after his own balls.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to take them right off.
Oh.
No, why would he?
Let's ask John. Which did you mean, mold or take them your own off?
Well, I'm thinking I'm not ready for the chopping off.
So, but you said that initially.
Would they
No,
shrink?
I did go for the mold.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think they stretch out.
Oh, for God's sake!
They
Every
do.
time it wants to go right
You
into the
brought
gutter.
up balls in the first
I did not bring that
place.
up. He brought that
No, it
up.
was
Brought
me.
up the
It's my
idea of
fault.
taking balls off and putting it on the back of a car.
Yeah.
They sag. They sag.
Yeah.
They shrink and then they sag.
What would be
Not
the proper
Jake's.
preservative treatment for testicles hanging from your car?
Pickle
What?
Would it be
juice.
urethane?
Urethane?
Some sort of resin? I don't know.
No,
Some
urine
resin?
would make it disappear.
Urethane?
All right, John. Well, listen again. Thank you so much for participating, and I'm sorry that every time you call, it seems to go right into the the cesspool of.
He brought
Well,
it up.
I took it there, but I was only referring to one of your gags, you know.
No,
so.
I know. Let's
The jokes, sorry, jokes aren't they, Chris? Sorry.
No. Look, you're back home. There are gags where you're at. There are jokes here.
God.
He said to the
Well,
audience, he came and did comedy for the first time in America, right? This past couple of weeks, and he said, "I want to tell you this gag." And what he meant is like an old street joke, and they were like, "Gag!" Like I think they thought he was going to hit somebody with a pie. You know what I mean?
That's weird. Yeah, I would have thought the same thing, to be honest. Like, it would have
That might have
confused me
gone
too.
down well in the verse show. That and flame throwing.
No, listen,
Yeah.
your sets were solid for having coming over and having that sort of thing. Like he does a bit about stepping in dog crap, but he says trotting in dog muck, and the audience is like, "Rrr?" They look at him like, "Rrr? Trotting? What is trotting?"
Yeah, no, that could throw you off. I
Yeah,
could
what am I,
see
a
how that
horse?
would,
What are you talking about?
make
But
things-
still, he still did wonderful, and it was still. I love British humor just in general, and I like when you're like they're not looking at you. You're like saying your little things like, what, "Love?
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong, love?"
What, really? That's your idea of British
know.
humor?
Yeah.
No, just the way he
What's
said
wrong,
that.
love?
It was adorable.
What's wrong, love? British humor. What's wrong, love?
See, we're all
calling some
mean
of
to
the
each
Nobody's
other.
immune
that
in this
sounds
room, brother.
about. No, I know
It's
that.
Not just you. All right.
We're
I'm
all
not-
mean to
you
each
know.
other. It's like our
I'm
thing.
I was
not taking it
calling- I was calling
personally.
some
I
of the
just,
lady audience
that's my
members,
style. Is to be sad.
Is to be
okay,
sad.
you should learn that by now.
I'm sorry. What was that, John?
No, I was saying I was calling some of the lady audience members Mrs.
Love.
I said, isn't that right, Mrs.?
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna move on a little bit. I appreciate you calling and enjoy the rest of the show and be safe, brother, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I just wanted that, great guest.
You like
Okay,
it?
guys? Yeah, really good. Well played.
Willie was fun.
Well
He was
played,
fun.
Jake.
Willie was good.
And
Willie was
Jake.
good. Jake's good. We're all good.
We're all good.
Thank you, Chris.
We're good.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
All right, John.
Look,
We'll talk to you later.
if somebody wants to
care.
compliment me, they can compliment me. I'm taking that from me. All right.
You've done an
You
excellent
not
are
job.
Willie.
doing, you
It's
are
not
doing
Willie.
a great job.
You're doing
All
an
right.
excellent job. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. In the studio, Jake Barsness here to talk about his show coming up. When's the next show that you're going to have with Stick Martin?
This Sunday.
It's
This
every
Sunday
Sunday.
night?
It's
I just
every
wanna make
Sunday
sure.
at 11 p.m.
midnight.
at the
Just in case
No,
Amsterdam.
11 p.m.
Comedy starts at around midnight. Yeah.
Around
Just
midnight.
depends
How
on
late
the-
does that show run on a
So
Sunday?
about 2 a.m.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Well, y'all ain't messing around.
So,
No.
are you the one doing comedy the whole time, or is it other people?
We have
as
other
well?
guest comics coming in.
Who do
Yeah,
you
the
got
first
coming in this
show.
week?
The first show was John J. Murray, Nina Ramdot, and David Weingarten.
Right.
This week is going to be Paul Voigt, James Bailey, and Jared Walker.
Not bad.
So
Not bad.
and I'm not sure who he has for musical guests coming in this week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get with him. But last week it was John Diddy and Brad Gilmore.
Oh, Brad Gilmore from Rise of Saturn, Charming Hooligans.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love Brad.
Yeah, he plays our intro music.
Now there was a very, very cool moment. John Diddy is a freestyle rapper, you know, very progressive style rapping, not like gangster kind of rap.
Right.
And as you know, Brad plays trumpet. So there was a very cool moment where like Stick was mixing music with comedy bits while John was rapping to it as like Brad was playing trumpet.
cool.
You know what I mean? So it's
Wow.
like this mix of music and comedy. In, like,
Is
this
anybody
cool
recording
way.
these things?
We took pictures and stuff. We're gonna start trying to record like a good camera to record.
No, but I mean like an audio. Why isn't Stick like running through a board and MP3 in this shit? He should be
I
doing
believe he does.
Well,
Yeah,
he should, dude. You
So,
should put out, like-
yeah.
You know, like sort of like at Daryl's house. Every episode you have of this, you release like an MP3 of the music part with the mixing. It sounds interesting. It sounds
Yeah.
very interesting.
Well, and then like what's cool is when we bring up the comics for comedy, Stick actually, you know, because he mixes and he can play music on the fly, will get suggestions from the audience as to like what type of music they want to hear, and then he remixes their set after they're off, like, you know, singing and playing music in that style of music. Using lyrics,
I think I would
you know,
like to be in the
things
show.
that they
Yeah.
said. Yeah,
I was
so
gonna say-
like things that you've said, he would use.
I think I want.
to
I already.
sing
I think I want to
and,
be in
like,
the show.
Play a song.
It sounds like comedy meets
So-
Radiohead.
Chris-
Really, I'm feeling like
it kind of
Radiohead.
is.
Chris
a little
really
bit,
likes
yeah.
music, and he's a comedian.
Yeah. No, it's a weird mix. We're still playing with it. It's experimental right now.
Nah,
We're
it's
going to
cool.
possibly
Is
be
it
adjusting
dubstep?
some of
'Cause
the
that'll tick
times
'em
a
off.
little bit.
What
You know
was
what I
that,
mean? As
Jordan?
we go along and see.
He likes to get paid though, so
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Well,
that's something you
if
do.
it's
Oh,
experimental, I
no, we
might-
can, we paid all our comics and our musicians. I
See?
mean,
Tiffany,
we got,
smartass.
well, I'm your manager.
well, that's my thing. We, 20% of the bar, we got a pretty good deal, and we were able to pay every comic, not a lot, but, you know,
a little
and
something.
every
Gas money's
musician,
good.
like $20, which
Gas money's
for
good.
a late night show on a Sunday, you're not going to
Sure.
work elsewhere. And we treat it as like, do whatever you want, experiment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's what this is for. That's what it's for me and Stick, too, is we want a room that we have to make new material for every single week. We have to write for
Yeah, it's
every
cool.
single week, write
Yeah.
songs and, you know, come
Sounds
up
awesome.
with
be
material.
cool if there
for
was some kind of like pit of fire and they'd throw you into if you didn't have new material.
Yeah.
Then you'd really have to.
Jake's like, yeah, that
Well,
would be awesome.
You know, I don't want to die because I'm probably not going to have new material at some point.
Well,
so.
What's the what again?
Yeah.
Tell everybody
Yeah.
who's listening. What's the name of the venue? So if they can go online, they can search the venue and find out where it's at. When
It's called
at.
the Amsterdam, and our show is called Bands Up, Stand Up.
There you go. You can do it
Bands
every
Up.
Sunday night, 11 o'clock. Go check that out.
Yeah.
We had so much stuff on the board. It's already like 10
Oh,
o'clock.
We didn't.
We didn't talk about anything.
we got to a bunch of that
What
stuff.
should we talk about?
Well, I want to talk about the rat thing real quick, and how much. And Crystal's not in here. She's making my. She'll be in a second, but let me just talk about this. Real recently, because we have a house here, and in the house I have a garage, and it has an open attic, open easement up top, right? And in Florida, I don't know if anybody's lived. Thank you so much. I don't know if anybody's lived in Florida.
Thank you so much. Now stand by while I call you a pussy,
Shut
my
the
dear
hell up.
wife.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry, go on.
We have fruit rats. They're abundant here in the state. We've got fruit trees, grapefruit trees there, and the rats get big as hell.
And you kind of live in an old orange orchard, don't you?
Yeah, kind of. And so we have rats in the house, plain and simple. We're not dirty people. I don't leave food around, but they get up and they come in the garage and they're up there. So I put a bunch of traps out. Within 2 days, I trapped like 10 rats, dude. It was awesome, right?
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
We
It
were
was
sitting here
awesome.
yesterday, and literally
But-
he was catching them every 20
It
minutes.
was so
Yeah.
cool.
I take the trap off, put the button, and then reset the trap. Boom, bam. When 20 minutes, bam, another one. Right?
Yeah.
These two people, Jordan and Crystal, were just screaming like little bitches. It
That's
was
not
the most
true.
ri-
I just didn't want to get too
From-
close to it.
from across the garage.
And I didn't want the rat trap that had been covered in dead rat particles to be put near my personal
There's
Okay,
a
stuff.
lot of
dead rat
blood.
particles. You
Dead
say
rat-
that the rat was dead maybe 10 minutes. It's
Yeah.
not like it already started to decompose. It was
Yeah.
freshly killed.
Particles come off instantaneously.
Blood. There was blood.
There was blood. It
There
was
was
sweet.
blood.
All the particles
Tiffany is all
that
like
come off.
Tiffany's all like in science class, like let's
So,
dissect
Do you
one.
still have them,
Yeah.
though?
No, I got rid of the bodies. Why would I keep the bodies? What do you-
Well, no, not the
kind of a freak
bodies.
does
I'm
that?
saying you still have rats around.
No, I
Like
think at this
live
point.
ones.
Well, there's
no, I
10
think at this
down.
point, yeah. No, and only in the garage, not like in the house. They're not
Okay.
in the house. But they
Why,
get
are
up.
you
They
scared?
yeah.
No, I had rats when we moved into a place,
Yeah.
and it took like a day or two of cleaning them out. But there were only like 2 or 3, that we ended up killing.
know of.
Well, that we ended up killing, then
Right.
they were gone. But that's what I've heard is that if you see more than that, like
It's
if
like
you've seen like
roaches.
10, like there's probably hundreds around.
No,
here.
I don't know if there's hundreds.
Oh, I believe Jake. He's from North Dakota, so he knows.
No, there's no rats in North Dakota. That was actually weird when I first moved down here. Never dealt with any bugs, little critters, anything like that. Like it was so
Nothing?
easy to avoid. Yeah. I mean, it's frozen 9 months out of the year there. Like nothing. There's no bugs. There's no like.
But you would
there's-
think in those couple of months, this life would explode and you'd be covered.
Well, I mean, there's squirrels and stuff from time to time, but no, not enough. They can't. You know what I mean? Like they can't really get it going. You know.
I like that
well,
about
isn't
England.
life grand in North Dakota?
Yeah.
Down here, we deal with life,
You
real
can
life. Jake.
literally leave food rotting on your floor for like months, and there won't be like any roaches
I
or
know.
anything.
Awful.
I like that about England. England was like that too. We could leave food out on the counter, know if nothing would take it.
Well, that won't happen here with Chris's hundreds of rats.
No, that's because the food in England sucks. It wouldn't
Oh,
have anything to
yeah,
do
well,
with the
that's
rats.
very
Nobody
true.
would eat that
That's
crap.
also true.
Yes, Crystal.
My sister Dawn said that we should get a cat. They got a cat when they had rats, and the cat keeps the rats away. They've never had them again.
All right, first
You
of all,
hate cats.
hold on.
I know,
Yeah,
I do.
you hate cats.
I do.
And secondly, what are you going to put the cat up in the
Yeah,
attic?
she said that Mike did. Mike, when it was like 3 months old, brought it up to the attic and that's
Wow.
it, and run around, and it scares the rats off. And they've never had rats since. It's,
Okay,
and
well,
she
I'm
said it's
not
a
buying
really
a-
good cat.
I'm not buying another animal to
Go
get
to-
rid of the
you don't
animals.
buy
that
a
I
are
don't
cat.
know that that's necessarily a thing or not, but
Yeah.
I have heard that cat urine does like detract them, like the
I
pheromones
don't-
in it somehow.
look, I'll
I
throw-
don't know if that's true. That's just something that
You've
I
been
heard.
guessing all night. Let me
Exactly,
just say,
exactly.
You could just
so
buy-
I can't trust what
So-
you say.
A
You
lot
could
of
just buy some
speculation.
urine.
No, it's not
I'm
the
not
urine.
buying
It's the cat.
urine.
Why not?
I
I've
hate
never
cat
bought-
urine, dude. That's the most pungent urine on the planet. It's worse
Yeah.
than rat urine. I'd rather have rat urine. Here's what we do. We throw some mothballs up there. That will detract them. I don't have to let an animal loose.
The
Another
mothballs
animal.
will detract them.
Uh,
It'll
d-
say mean things
No,
about them.
not detract them. Yeah, detract them from they're
think-
attracted to the urine smell. It will detract them.
Chris-
Is that right? Detract?
I don't know.
You don't fucking know.
I don't think so.
Chris
I don't understand how mothballs has anything to do with rats, though.
Okay,
that doesn't
odor,
do anything to them.
because it's odor. We looked it up online. Here's the thing about rats: they have litters of 10 to 12 every. How long is it, Crystal? Every
Like once
2
or twice
weeks.
a year or something.
once, twice a year.
Yeah,
And they leave urine trails. That's how rats
Yeah,
find their way
yeah, no,
back.
I know. They
So if you
urine
throw
and feces
mothballs
trails
up,
to,
that
like, yeah.
odor, because mothballs are very pungent, it throws them off the urine smell, and they don't come around. They hate that they do not like the smell of mothballs.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
then
mothballs work. It's
How
the
much
odor.
do mothball
I
traps
gotcha.
cost? Because then you
It's
got
not trap. You buy a bag of mothballs
But
at
you're
the
gonna have
dollar
to trap
store.
the mothballs
No,
eventually.
no, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
You're such an ass.
they breed.
Stop.
I think
Yeah, I'm throwing little moth testicles all over the place.
Chris has done a fine job starting to get rid of the rats.
Dude, 10 in a day and a half. You can suck it, man.
No, I'm not going to
I'm
suck
not
your
worried
rats.
about it. No, you
That's
can
pretty
suck
good.
my
That is
skill.
pretty good.
The rats were pretty cool, though. I liked it when you showed me all the dead bodies.
Dude, at one trap, I got 2 babies in one shot. They like
Yeah.
Ooh.
they were next to each other eating peanut butter. Whoop bap!
You caught
Yeah.
my favorite one was when you caught the mom and the baby
Whoop
together.
bap!
Ooh.
So evil, Tiffany.
That's
Like,
pretty
they both
horrible.
went
Yeah,
over the
this is
peanut
like
butter.
making me sad, guys. All right? These are living things.
Yeah, that pee all over your stuff, chew up all your stuff. They jump out of the drawers. They come down the walls. No, they're pests. They're,
Yeah,
They are
and you destroy their
Yeah.
homes and murder them.
their homes. Their homes can be outside, not in my attic.
They were cute. They
Yeah.
were cute.
Oh,
But
shut
that's
the
what I'm
hell up.
saying,
Don't
like,
put a face to it.
What
Don't
gives
put a
you a
face.
right to just claim this place and
Yeah.
not
I
I
allow
have
them?
a thumb. This gives
Yeah,
me a
you
right
don't
right
own
there.
Okay.
it.
Right there.
Remember?
What if they were from
There's-
him?
Yeah, you just rent it. Maybe your owner would like to have some rats in his
Maybe you
house.
should shut the hell up, Jake
Okay.
Barsness.
Does your owner actually know about the rats?
Are you the Rat King?
Maybe we should inform him about the value of the house that
Her.
you're
Yeah. It's a her.
depreciating.
Can we train
Her.
them to clean like in Cinderella?
Yeah, I'm sure that's a possibility. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 727-475-6139. In the studio, we have comedian Jake Barsness.
Yep.
Jake, so far, we're an hour and a half in. How you having a good time? Is it good?
Yeah,
First
doing
time
good.
in?
Yeah.
Go tell the
I
people
like it.
about this podcast.
I
It's
will.
the best podcast.
I will. I'll tell them every Sunday night at the Amsterdam Bands of Stand Up. And I will also tell them Saturday night in Dunellen
There
when
you
I'm
go.
featuring for Bonkers.
There you
so
go.
I will
Right.
do that.
Is
Is
as
this
well.
a new thing for you?
Um,
First? No.
With Bonkers.
It is, so it's a good
I've
thing.
done one feature night with them before, but this is my first
What
feature
is this
run with them.
Dunellen room that I've never worked?
I know.
I haven't worked this room.
Well, you did Ocala and Homosassa. Yeah, you should do
Sorry, there's a hair in your thing.
I just did Homosassa. I'm going to be doing Ocala. That's the other room.
Those
they
were
gave
great
me.
rooms.
The Breeders' Cup.
I did not do well at Homosassa.
Really? I like both those.
Yeah,
At the
that
High
was not a
Octane?
great. No, they didn't like me.
But did you wear that shirt?
I like the. I actually did. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's
kind
part
of
the problem.
shirt that they would like, I think.
What?
No.
That seems like a very country-ish shirt.
No,
That's a cowboy shirt.
It's not country there.
Yeah, they're not country. They're a biker bar.
Yep.
Like they don't.
It's like mini Sturgis.
Biker bar's a little bit different
Well,
than
I was
country.
there. I
Country
thought it was
generally
All right,
likes me.
you're not letting him speak. You're talking right over him. So stop that.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
All right, women.
God,
learn.
No, but think
Seen,
about
not
hold on.
heard.
Wait,
come on now.
Hold on.
Tiffany.
Think about people that are listening. I can't. If you ask him a question, you can't talk over him while he answers the question. Okay, it doesn't work. Not a good set. Were you headlining or featuring?
I was featuring.
Who was headlining?
Devin Seinbold.
Oh yeah. Remember, he's gonna book you. You've never seen him, but he's gonna book you, so you like him.
So no laughs at all, or it's a
no. It's just
it
was
not an easy room.
Like I've done rooms where it's mostly like a bikerish audience before, and I mean I'm sure you know this, Chris. Every comic has certain types of crowds that work well for them, and I'm sure you know what works for you. You can walk
All
into
of
a
them.
room
Yeah.
immediately and know
all of them.
Chris
all
does
of
every
them.
room. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I'm not
he really
being cocky.
does.
I don't. There's not an audience really that. The only audience that I have trouble with is like an older, above 60-ish, and I still do okay.
See,
but it's sketchy.
They
But
still
there
like
you
you.
go, right there.
Right.
See, you're
Exactly.
like, I don't have any,
It's
except
not
for
easy.
this class.
I don't
this
do
crowd.
bad.
Yeah.
But it's not as easy
Well,
as the other ones.
I didn't do bad. It was well.
They didn't feel they weren't vibing on you.
It just like there was certain moments where like I knew they weren't gonna like most of my material. That crowd to me, they want like. I don't know. They want somebody like you, to be honest.
High energy, you think?
Yeah. They want somebody high
A
energy. They want
comedian.
somebody. They want exactly.
middle
You know,
brow.
they want like a
That's
Larry
not fair.
the Cable Guy, or
Yeah, like
like
Chris.
Ron White.
I'm not
or-
Larry the Cable.
You know what I mean?
No.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying,
Yeah.
but they want that type of an energy.
Right.
You're on that
right.
They
kind of
don't
intellectual
want-
level.
They
They
don't want like a Mitch Hedberg
Right.
or like you know what I mean? Like,
No,
and
sure.
that's the thing. There's certain types of comedy, and I'm not saying I'm a Mitch Hedberg, but I'm saying like I've
It's that
done
style. No, you're right.
biker rooms before, like with that type of crowd, and I can't figure them out. I can't get them to work for me. I'm really trying. I try to do crowd work. That just makes them turn on me more because because my crowd work is kind of a smart alecky kind of style.
Oh
and
yeah,
they
you
don't,
gotta be careful.
They don't like that at
But
all.
you know what? Here's the thing. They do because you attest. I'm not a nice person to my audiences when I
No.
do crowd work. I make it fun, but I'm still taking digs at them.
Yeah,
and
see,
somehow it seems
mine
to
just
translate.
come across as digs.
Well, maybe it's the
you know.
confidence. Like if you do it, it's kind of like, hey, poke, poke. Then they're like, F you. But if you're like,
Yeah.
bam, poke. What do you think about
See,
that? I did it.
nah, I don't think it's that.
No?
Usually I come right at them. It's just I don't know. They just don't. I've never
not
been able
afraid
to
of
get
you.
them.
Did
Yeah,
you
they're not afraid of
bam
me.
poke or
It's-
did you
I've had a
poke
weird
bam?
thing with that
Because-
type of crowd for a while. But it's whatever.
No, listen,
I,
comedy is a fickle bitch, man. She's
Yeah.
she will, and in time you'll find you'll be able to figure that out. Where and I look, don't get me wrong. I don't say I do all of them being cocky because it wasn't always that way.
No.
But I really, I can walk into a room and kind of
Yeah.
feel the vibe and go, okay, I need to lay off. No pot jokes because they're not going to
Well,
be
don't
into
get
that.
me wrong. Yeah, I can do that too for a lot
Right,
of
you
rooms.
gotta-
That's
you-
what I was saying. I haven't been able to figure that room out.
That is not an easy
particular
room.
type of crowd.
She didn't have the best set ever, but you did okay.
I
They
did
liked
well
you.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did okay, but it was wasn't crushing. But everybody, I've seen
Wait,
lots of different comics have hard
Can we
sets.
back up a second?
What? Wait,
Because
what?
Jake Barsness, who rides a scooter, is wondering why he doesn't do well in a biker bar.
They
He
can
rides a scooter.
Yeah, but
No,
they're-
I know.
they appreciate
They
that.
can smell
No.
the scooter.
No,
they
they
smelled
don't.
the scooter
no,
on you.
they don't. They don't
smell the
appreciate
scooter
that
on
at
you?
all.
Yeah.
Biker people don't appreciate.
You didn't
that
come up with
at
like
all.
your half helmet, right? A little
No. It's
saddlebag?
a 2.5 hour drive. Again, I took my car.
No.
2.5 hours
you
on
know.
a scooter. That would be so. Dude, if you could see him like down 19.
Oh,
You're
I've
like
gone
Dumb
on
and
19
Dumber.
with it before. I
Like
don't
Dumb
care.
and Dumber, just
Yeah.
going down there.
He's like,
Sorry. You're a nerd-ish person. You're claiming to be, right?
Yes.
Did you watch the new Terminator?
No, I don't.
she wants to get into
Oh, then we
I'm
shouldn't
not
talk about
a
it.
fan
then.
of Terminator, to be honest.
we can't
I mean,
talk-
the second Terminator's pretty good, but beyond that, it's
The new one was.
They don't have Terminators in North Dakota, so he doesn't really care about them.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because
Exactly.
it's
They
on the
freeze to
list.
death.
Yep.
So I was like, if he watched it, we should talk about it. But if he didn't, we should not talk about it. We should talk about something else.
You stopped in the middle. We were
You're
actually
so
having a
helpful,
pretty decent
Tiffany.
conversation
You're
before you
basically
decided
saying
to switch it up.
You really want to talk about Terminator.
I know she.
Yeah.
You know, it's really. She tries to be coy about it. It's really not
No,
coy at all. Is
It'll-
it?
It would only be fun to talk about it if he watched it. He didn't
Yeah.
watch it. And we don't want to spoil it.
Are you planning to
Well,
watch
you're not
it?
going to spoil it for me because I'm not going to watch
Yeah.
it. I'm not going to watch it.
Did
ever.
you watch it, Jordan?
No, I'm not.
Ever.
I probably won't.
I was really upset
Let's
about
talk
it.
about this since we want to talk about stuff. I got a subject to talk about.
Okay, what?
Tiffany, we're going to talk about the fact that you were in a short-term relationship just recently, and now that's over. Let's talk about that relationship. The guy may be listening. He may not be listening. I'm not going to mention his name, but you date this guy. You gave us permission to talk about it. This guy, it was a very odd relationship you had for the short time it was.
Because I was really busy and I didn't have time for it.
Well, let me just preface this by saying you met this guy online.
Well, yeah.
All right, you met him at plentyoffish.com.
Yeah, because I went on for like...
She went high class.
I went on for like... I was
that's-
bored,
yeah.
so I went on for like 8 hours, and then I deleted it.
So she goes on Plenty of Fish. She meets this guy. She goes on a couple of dates with him, and we're like, listen, because she's like, well, I don't know if I'm ready to get in a relationship. I said, well, if you're on a dating website, a lot of guys that are on those websites, they're looking to get. It's not like either hookup or a relationship, one of the two.
Yeah.
And you can usually tell first, second date what the intention is, right?
Well, you can usually tell by the app.
Well,
I mean, come on.
You think Plenty of Fish just hook up?
I think
Because this guy wasn't just a hookup.
I think that's more dating.
I didn't
think
have
that's more dating.
I didn't have it for an app. I never had it on my phone.
Yeah.
But, no, I went on there. I was bored, and I thought, hey, maybe I should get a boyfriend because I haven't had one of those in like 2 years. And
Isn't that the greatest
I
way
went
to
up and I
start
put
a profile?
I put a Darth Vader profile picture up, and I put
Mm-hmm.
a Jaws quote and a few other things, and then he messaged me, and I was like, all right, he seems all right. And then I deleted my thing, and
Okay, so she dated the guy. It got to a point where like he was, and I don't want to. The guy seems like he was a very nice guy,
Yeah,
but I
he's a
think
nice
Tiffany
guy.
was into it as much as he was. But it got to the point where he's like, "Hey, you should move some stuff in here.
Yeah, here's a
you should kind of hang
drawer.
out at my house. You should be at my house more often." Like it was that
Why
thing
don't you
like,
spend the night?
why don't you spend the
Yeah.
night? Why don't you put stuff in the bathroom? So I said to her, I said, "Listen, Tiffany, it sounds like this guy's like serious. Like he wants like you to be there."
How long were you guys doing
2
this?
months.
just like
2 months.
two,
Okay, that's
like
fair
2.5
enough. Yeah,
months.
It's
yeah,
kind of quick.
Yeah. No, I mean that's 2 months is fair enough to be. I didn't know if it was like a week or two. That he was asking. So that's
No,
a
a
little
week
creepy.
or two is extreme.
2 months is a little quick, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
Well-
and they didn't see each other a lot. Is
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
gone for like 2 weeks out of it. He went to
Right.
Michigan,
Right.
and then I was
Okay.
working.
This
Like
is
we
really-
we went to Virginia and a few different like other things like for work and stuff in Maryland. So there was a lot of times that we weren't together. So like
So Tiffany starts to feel really weird about the situation. So she lays it out to him because he comes back from his vacation. He's like, what's going on now? They've been together for a little bit, and now it's become an intimate situation, right? So she says to the guy, "Here's the thing: I'm doing comedy. I'm going to continue to do comedy. You can't question it. I may leave at any time." And you're just gonna have to deal with it. Like basically, she said, I don't know if you ever seen The Princess Bride, but
I'll
she
do
was
what I
like,
want.
she was like Wesley saying, working for the dread pirate Roberts, like, good work today. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. That was
Yeah.
her thing. Like, I'll most likely break up with you. This guy went for it. Was like, whatever you say.
Yeah.
And it was real. I felt like, put him in a spot there, but he just. If it was me, I would have been like, dude, you're out. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
Well, I just told him I was just really busy, and I was like, look, every weekend I'm gone, so sorry,
Yeah.
But like, and he was really supportive of the schedule, to be honest. But it was just like,
Supportive of the schedule.
well, you know how the comedy schedule. It's hard. It's hard
but
to be in a
no.
relationship
Okay,
when
but
you're doing comedy.
this guy's a teacher, and he had the summer off, so I think he was looking like, I'm going to fill some of my summer hours with this sort of thing. So she broke it off, and you
Well, 'cause
didn't.
I ended up feeling
not
bad.
not in person.
Because the thing is, when I am a girlfriend, I want to be a good girlfriend. I just felt like, I'm just too like busy, and I can't be like, and I felt like I don't want to be with someone who I feel bad that I'm gonna have to like, who feels like he has to walk on eggshells because we're gonna break up any second.
That's the thing, though. If I was a dude and a girl's like, any second, don't
Yeah.
get too comfortable. I would. There's no way I could be in a relationship like that.
I wouldn't have stuck around.
It's just
either.
like,
Not even a day, dude. I told her. I said, look, what I would have done is I would have had sex with you, and I would have been like, see ya.
right.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get mine, and then.
Well, that's why I was surprised because I told him, I said, look, I need to be able to do whatever I want right now because I'm busy with comedy
Well-
and I can't. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so
that's
I
fair enough.
just- I
I
was
probably
up-
would have just kept having sex, honestly,
Oh,
and
until
then
s-
just
until it was
until
all-
she was done. But I wouldn't. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was just like, yeah,
No.
all right, I'll just keep having sex with her until she says
because like
bye.
a week later, I broke up with him.
He didn't get very long
Well,
to really get. I mean, if you're right, take advantage of it. Go
But-
ride it out as long as you
'Cause
can.
I
no
didn't
pun
yeah,
like-
intended.
exactly.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do it under that pretense. I'm just, with comedy. I'm
Here's the
busy
thing,
and
though. On the one hand, I felt like, damn, Tiffany, you're cold-blooded as hell. You're putting these parameters on this guy. But on the other end, you were at least honest with him, and you at least gave him a chance to know, look, this is the situation. It's not, it was a couple of things that he did, but for the most part, it's where I'm at in my life. And so I respected you for that. But I just felt bad for the dude. I was like, damn, dude. He was like, he thought, this is it, baby. This is it.
Yeah, that's...
I met Laura Ingalls. We're getting a cabin.
Yeah, it's just
Poor
bad
guy.
timing. Like, and I've been single for a while for a reason. It's just because, like, when I have a boyfriend, I want to be a good girlfriend. I just can't do it right now.
Well, and partly.
So is the plan just, since you're a comic, never ever have a boyfriend? Because you're like, comedy prevents me from doing it, and I'm gonna do comedy for the rest of my life.
It makes my vagina shut.
So
there are plenty of
I'm
women
gonna die
comics.
alone.
Yeah, there are plenty of women comics that are having sex. I think part of it was too, Jake. Also, that a lot of comics think that because Tiffany and I are on the road, that we're in a relationship, that we're having sex, and
They all do.
I know, and I'm very in love with my wife, and Tiffany's great friends with my wife and my family, so we laugh it off. But everybody else thinks there's no way. There's like something.
Oh
happening.
yeah, no, definitely. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
See,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's
It's awesome.
definitely that
And
gets around.
that was-
it's so funny.
That was one of my reasons, though, that
that was
I
a
decided
reason.
to get a
I
boyfriend.
don't think that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
That was a reason I went shopping for a boyfriend on that website, because I was like, hey, I should get one of those, and then people will be like, oh, no, you're not banging Chris because she has a boyfriend.
Hopefully they'll put him in a gift
They would
bag.
still think that, though.
They probably would. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're probably still gonna think that.
Well,
Now
and
they
then-
double think it.
See, but once I
It's just the
realized
way it
that,
goes.
I was like, okay, I guess I don't need a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I decided to get rid of that idea. But
So you're just abstinent now?
No, well the thing is
She got a dog.
I'm more like as I get more established in my schedule with comedy, then I'll probably try again. But I mean the thing is I really like being single. It's fun. It's exciting.
Well, here's the thing too. Within a couple weeks, he asked her. This is a guy that's almost 40. Asked her, "Hey, would you be my girlfriend? Like, could we go steady?" Which is a little bit of an odd thing.
It's a little weird.
And a little odd. And she was like, "Sure." Like
Well,
she didn't
yeah.
think anything
Alright.
of it. And then I said, "Well, now you got a boyfriend." She's like, "No, I don't have a boyfriend." I'm like, "Dude, if he asked you to be boyfriend and girlfriend, that's a lock-in."
Yeah, you
Pretty
just
much.
you can't just say yes to that and then be like that's like if I was like if we had been dating for a while, just as a hypothetical, say we'd been dating for a couple years.
Could happen.
And then I got down on one knee and was like, Tiffany, will you marry me? And you were like, yes.
I've done that
And
before.
then
She's like, "Been there, done that."
I'm like label it
a
whatever
week
you
later,
want.
you were talking to Chris, and Chris was like, oh, so you're engaged. You got a husband now, or you got a fiance now. And you'd be like, oh, no. That's not, no.
I've done that.
That's horrible.
Remember when Jeff?
You got a ring though, right? As well.
Oh yeah, I've
And
gotten
you didn't
engaged.
think that was going to be a thing?
Well, listen, I
Like, you just were like, it'll be fine?
Well, that
like,
was when I was younger, but like I told my
This was
mom.
2 years ago.
I said no. Well,
I know.
No, it was like 5 years. No, like 3 years
you're
ago.
a horrible human being. I'm sorry, but you are.
Listen,
like,
my mom knows that if invitations
you
don't go out,
deserve
it's
to be
probably not
alone.
gonna
Like, you're going to
happen.
hurt so many people with that. Like,
No, I don't do that anymore. Now I
you
say
just
no.
did it. You just did it. You just said you did it.
Well,
Yeah, on a lower scale, but it's the same
Still.
thing.
Well, like the marriage thing, I think now that if someone asks me that, well, because usually people ask me,
I think now I might think
people
about it
ask
first.
me,
Yeah.
and I'll say yes, and then I think, oh God, I have to break up with them like in a week or so because, like, but the thing is, you feel really bad.
I just said yes. I have to break up with them now.
Damn it!
Like that.
I just think people should drop hints before they ask you to marry them. Like,
mean
there should
hints?
be some hints, like, hey,
Sex is a hint.
how do you
about
feel
that?
about marriage? And then
Yeah.
you're like, okay. I mean, and
How many hints do you need? And like over what time period?
it's just the thing is, like, when you live with someone and they ask you to marry them, then you can't break up with them that day because you have to move out that day, and that's exhausting. And you just want to, like, okay,
So
well,
this
let
was
me
just
start
a
looking for an
delay in
apartment.
timing thing
But
for
the
you. This is
boyfriend-
just that I don't want to deal with this right now.
Yeah, right.
So we're
Well-
gonna do this.
When he asked me to be his girlfriend, I was like, I don't care if he wants to label it. He can label it whatever he wants. It doesn't mean I have to.
Unbelievable.
But then Chris made it sound like such a big deal that's when I started to
It is
panic.
a big
That
deal.
is. It totally is.
I just thought he was calling it a word. I wasn't
and you
dating-
agree.
Calling it a
You
word.
were agreeing to call it that word.
Well, I wasn't dating anybody else, so I figured, hey, you can call it whatever you want.
Call
So
it whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
So you're a horrible human being. You're like, I
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
dating anyone else. So call it whatever you want. When I do find somebody else I want to sleep with,
Yeah, I'm gonna get mines.
No.
I'll just make you feel really bad.
I'm gonna get mines.
I would never cheat on anybody.
But I'm gonna get mines.
but I'll break up with you immediately.
Yeah.
until as soon as I find somebody.
I'll most likely break with you. In the
You
morning.
should have, if you were going to be honest with him, you should have said, yes, you can call me girlfriend as long as I can call you cover for people thinking I'm sleeping with Chris.
Or you just say no.
Nice.
No, I'm not willing to do that with you
He was
yet.
basically a beard for
I
you.
just don't necessarily have those feelings about you yet.
Right.
I like what we're doing.
There's
If
an
you wanna
honest answer.
If you want to keep hanging out, I've done that with a girl before. A girl asked me if we could be in a relationship. We were just like fooling around, and I was like, yeah, look.
How did she present that verbally to you? Like,
well, she didn't ask the girlfriend thing. She just asked she didn't say that. Like, did you want to do my boyfriend thing?
Like
she was
just
like,
exclusive, or
well, she was like, hey, how do you feel about us being like more of like a
couple
thing, like a couple, not just like, see, because I don't like sharing. I want to be with you. And I was just like, well, here's the thing. I'm not really there right now. I'm not saying I'm going to be there with you, but I'm not there. And I don't know that I will be. If you want to continue to hang out, we can do that. If it's a deal breaker for you that I'm still going to be with other women and not necessarily interested in you that way, totally understood. But right now I'm not there. And again, not saying I'm going to be. Up to you if you want to wait and find out. You can do whatever. And eventually she stopped waiting. Was how that worked.
Good. I don't like
Which
confrontation.
Is fine.
Tiffany, he's a sensitive man. That's how a sensitive man deals with the
Yeah.
situation. You are, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to make you sound bad,
You're
but
basically doing it a sitcom way, where you agree to it and then find wacky ways to get out of the situation.
Oh, absolutely. No, the whole reason I word it that way, I'm not any nicer. The whole reason I word it that way
it's
is
delicate.
so that I set it up in their mind a little bit. Like, again,
See, he's a
not
player.
there, but maybe.
Are you a player?
So if you want to continue to have sex until then,
he's evading
and then
the question.
eventually they get
Are you
bored
a
of
player?
that.
Yeah, are you a player? Do you have sex with more than like one person at a time? See, I don't do that.
Are you on
mean,
Tinder?
Okay,
I'm
hold on.
honest
Let me
about
break,
it.
Let me break in for a second.
I've never lied.
Hold on.
That's to me is the
Most guys, if they
big-
get that opportunity, would be that guy.
Well, I did that
At
when
least
I was
once
younger.
in their life. At least once.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say player like I've had so many women, but like, yeah, I don't have anything against sleeping with more than one woman
Yeah,
at
he's
one
not hitched.
time.
I used to do that
I
when I
just-
was little.
I just don't lie about
Wait,
it.
what?
You know what I mean?
You used to sleep with a
What did
bunch
you
of
say?
women?
I mean, when I was 19, 20, like I used to have more than one person. I'd
How
be
old are
sleeping
you
with.
right now?
I'm
Tiffany?
32.
32. Okay. See, when you say little at that age, it sounds like 10 or 9, you know? Like if you were in your 50s or something and said like, yeah, when I was little, when I was younger, like then you could say
When I was a
18,
kid.
20. But
When I was a kid, back in the day,
yeah.
in my early 20s, I used to. But after I was married when I was like 25, and then after that, I was never like a player again. Once I got married, that settled me down.
All right. Well, listen,
But
So
I'm
you
still a
became
terrible
one.
person.
You became one.
No, I don't think
is
you're a
what
terrible
saying.
person. I just think that you could have handled a little bit better. And listen, Aaron, if
yeah.
you're listening, I don't hold any ill will. I tried to get you over here to visit us at least once. I thought
You
maybe if you
did.
connected just for a second with us, that she may have been okay. But she, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. Listen, I think you
I don't
made
do
the right
well.
decision. It's the white sunshine.
I don't do
but
well
make sure
with
your volume's down to 3.4.
relationships.
All right, listen, we're almost at the end of the show. We got about 10 minutes left. Let me just say this. We've had a lot of guests on the show, Jake. A lot of guests. We've done some very odd things on the show. We've had a dominatrix in here. Jordan has been spanked. I've been spanked. We've done hot sauce. We've had vomiting on the show. We've had many different things on the show. Eating of baby food, canned food lotteries. I always present this to every guest that I have on the show because I'm just curious where people are at and what they're willing to do on the show. All right. Usually we set this up with a quiz. When I do this, but I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to go straight for the jugular on this. I have these. These are electric nipple clamps. I don't know. Listen, you're a young fellow.
Yeah.
You can survive this. That's what he's saying.
I saw those, and I was confused as to what they were and what they were before.
But you know what's
earlier.
great?
I just kind of thought like you and your wife were like into some stuff.
Yeah, he
like
did.
that.
It was
totally for the show.
I was like, why is this here?
Yeah, he did say that.
I'll say this though: as soon as I brought these out and set them on the table, his legs started going like this, up and down, up and down. It got really like, what the shit is that? Every comedian who's been on the show has tried this.
I doubt that's true.
It is.
I
No,
doubt-
with one exception.
Okay.
There are a lot of comics on the show. We've mentioned this gentleman's name on tonight on the show. Who do you think was the only person that ever denied twice? I might say both times he was in here, he denied both times.
And we've said his name on the
We
show
have
tonight.
said his name. Yeah, we said his
I'm
name.
I'm gonna guess John J. Murray because he's yeah. Does that mean I get points?
No.
Oh,
But you get a
that's
nipple
awesome.
clamp.
You get no, John J. I don't know. And
That's crazy to me. I would have thought that he would, but the only reason
Why?
I guessed him is because we've said his name a bunch. So I
Right,
was
but
like,
why do
he's
you
the
think
only
he
one I
would
can
go
think
for it? Is he in the weird? Because I don't know why he wouldn't. He was like, no. I've had older comics like go, okay, I'll do it.
Do you think he's afraid
He
he's
seems.
going to
I don't even know what we're doing, but he just seems. Generally, he's pretty open to whatever, you know. So
All right. Well,
I mean, are you asking if you can shock my nipples with those, basically?
yeah, eventually.
Are you gonna put
I know
him
what
on
I'm
his
doing.
nipples?
I'm not going to come right out and ask him. I'm going to lead up to it and tease up to it. All right. Yes. Not your nipples. I don't.
We can do nipples though if you want.
If you want to do nipples, we can do nipples, but I don't require that. We can put one on one finger, one on the other. I just want to see how it feels to you.
We're still waiting for somebody to try earlobes.
Okay.
Yeah, we want
Just to see how it feels.
well, that and I like
that's
the
whole
I like the
point.
noise that it makes people make when I do it. It's so funny. And listen, and you know I'm not forcing you. You don't have to do this. Obviously, John Jay turned it down twice, and I didn't make him do it. What? I don't hate him because of it.
He didn't do it
but
the second
but
time?
literally everybody else, Lou Angel Wolf, Ward Smith. We've had who else has been in here? Did Corey do it as well? I think Corey got shot.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's been shot. It's been amazing.
And so the whole point is you just shock them at the end of your show.
Yeah,
Usually there's a quiz.
well, typically we do it with a quiz. We didn't pull up a quiz, and if you answer the question wrong, we zap you with the quiz. But
well, okay, I'm getting a raw deal here because
You
everybody
wanna
else
do the
had an
quiz?
opportunity
Crystal,
to
get a quiz
not
up.
get shocked.
all right, that's fine.
I think that's a big factor in this. You're just asking if you can just shock me.
I was going right for the
basically.
money shot.
You're like,
could
can I
give two
just
shits about the quiz at this point.
electrically,
Yeah.
you know,
sure.
you know, like,
Yeah.
has anybody done that
Yeah, actually. Yeah, without the quiz.
without
All right,
the
you
quiz?
I could do a trivia crack quiz.
I can,
No.
No.
What? No.
No.
Go, just pull up a quiz real
I
quick.
am.
Because we
Just
got
give me a
10 minutes left.
Okay.
Jake, tell everybody again where we.
I'll do it if there's a quiz.
All
I'll
right.
do it if there's a
That's
quiz.
fair. All right, fair.
All right. What were we about to say, though?
All right, I was going to say, tell everybody real quick again where they can get in touch with you on Twitter, on Facebook, all your particulars.
You can find me on Facebook just under my name, Jake Barsness. You can find me on Twitter at @BarsnessMonster.
Spell that last name so people know.
Barsness. I always explain it similar to Loch Ness Monster. How I have my Twitter. Just think of Candy Bar Monster. BARS bars ness.
I'm so
NESS.
confused right now.
Yeah, that's
All
way
right.
too
Lost
hard.
Tiffany.
I lost Tiffany.
She's
I don't know.
like,
Maybe
"What?"
that doesn't help. But BARSNESS.
I like the Loch Ness Monster.
And Bands Up Stand Up is this Sunday. This Saturday, I will be featuring in Dunellen for Bonkers. their
Congratulations
comedy
on
club.
that. Good luck
So
with that.
We'll
check
be at
me out
Two
at either
Bombs.
of those if you
What?
want to come out. Two Bombs is awesome now. I'm so glad. I went out there last week and
Oh,
did
yeah?
time, and I was thrilled
Sweet.
because Larry Greenbaum isn't there anymore.
Listen.
So
I've worked with Larry for a long
like
There you
time.
go.
Larry's always been straight with me.
Stole
I
a
know-
joke from
I
me,
know.
so-
Did he really?
yes, he did.
Well, that doesn't
So,
help. Yeah. Well, that
I'm not a
I
fan.
can't blame you on that. Well, I can't
Yeah.
blame you on that one. I don't know if he stole one of my jokes because I haven't seen him when I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? But Larry, listen, I've known Larry for a long time. When the Hooligans were in town and we were doing our stuff, he gave us a great venue and was always really cool to. Even though I think he was shaving a little bit off the top, and he'll be at my roast as well. But we haven't been to Two Palms since Mike Murillo took over, so I'm curious how it's going to go. I know the pay went up, so I think the pay went up.
Yeah,
Did
it
the
went
pay-
up $25.
That's not bad.
And
so that makes me happy. It makes me smile.
apparently
Well, the
he
rooms
didn't
are-
pay features before, so Larry wasn't paying the features. So now
Larry
Michael
didn't
is.
have features, did he?
Yeah,
No.
no, he
Well-
just had the same open micers do guest sets every week, so he
he
wouldn't have to pay
paid,
a
he paid
feature.
me when I featured for you,
Well, that's
Ah.
because he's known me for a long time and he wasn't going to dick you
and
over.
because he likes me.
All right, so let's do this. All right, so one finger. It's not on right now, so we'll go one finger, so forefinger. We'll try that right there. So
All
one
right.
finger here. You don't have any heart deals or any?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, all right.
Do
You're a
these
healthy
work
young
on
man.
your fingers?
Fuck yeah, they
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
on your
they
fingers. I wouldn't
hurt.
put them on here if they,
They
didn't.
hurt. Oh,
I go
thanks.
straight for the nipples. All right. Here's how we do it. We
Has
gotta
anybody
quit.
ever done it on their nipples?
Oh, yeah.
I have.
Me.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Look, when we
Ward
got
Smith.
these.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
and when we got these, I was the first one to do it. I literally duct taped them on my nipples.
It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
And then they basically put words on cards, held them up in front of the cam. People called in and tried to get me to say the words. So for
That's
45
impressive.
minutes, I got shocked over and over. Yeah. So
Yeah, we
people
picked
from
really-
Twitter picked. The
I don't do
words.
this without like, oh, I've never done it. No, I believe me. I
Alright,
took
alright,
I took my
alright.
lumps.
Crystal put them on her nipples.
So this is the way the quiz
He
works.
did.
All right. Who wants to play? I won't play in the quiz. I'll let you, Tiffany, and Jordan, and you. All right. This is the way it works. Crystal, our quiz master, will answer the question. If you know the answer, even before the
Yes.
question's over, say your name. Yell your name. So we got Jake, Jordan, and Tiffany. Say your name, all right?
Okay.
And then Crystal will determine who said their name first, and then you can answer the question. If you get the question right, you do not get the shock. If you get the question wrong, then you get the shock. I really should
What if
just...
they get to the question
yeah,
before me?
You get shocked. If we're
Just so many shocks.
Yeah, no, only if you try to answer again. I'm not going to shock him every time.
To answer.
No, you better try to answer, bitch.
I'll try to answer.
Well, let's just see. I just want to make sure they're working. So just let me know if you can feel anything.
come
All right.
on
Now,
now.
have you ever had this done before?
I have not had this done.
Never any shocking or any like hot wax or anything like that.
No.
All right. How about that? You feeling that at all?
No.
God damn it! I hope this battery isn't dead.
You're fucking with me right now.
No,
I know you're
I'm
fucking
trying
with
to.
me
Hold
right
on.
now.
Is that anything?
Ah.
Sorry,
That wasn't that bad though. That was nothing. That was
jumped,
fine. I jumped a little
I
bit.
heard the chair.
So.
I like how he mellowed it down. Hey,
Yeah.
nom. All right.
He's sweating.
All right.
That's fine. That was nothing.
Crystal,
You had it on a low setting, didn't you?
I think so. I don't know. No,
right.
I jacked it up a little bit. The battery may be low. The batteries get worn out. All right.
Okay.
What is the quiz about?
Almost useless trivia.
Almost useless trivia.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Question number 1. What is the name of Sherlock Holmes' trusted doctor sidekick? Jake.
Dr. Watson.
Yes.
Very
Boom.
good.
What is the capital city of Japan?
Jordan.
Jake.
Tiffany.
Jordan.
Tokyo.
Which of Santa's reindeers share its name with a Roman god of love?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Valentine.
Wrong.
Jake.
Oh, crap.
Jake.
Cupid.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Put those on Jordan right now.
Oh.
You answered wrong, damn
What's
it.
up?
And Crystal, let us know if he answers right. Now, Jordan, can you feel this at all?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. No, the battery's way gone down.
Damn it!
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
All right, well, I have time to get on
Dude,
those.
I'll put these on my nipples. They
It's
don't even feel
annoying.
bad at all.
Oh, for fuck's
All right,
sake.
it's nothing.
Put them on your nostrils. Damn, why is the battery running down? I don't have it plugged
Put
in
them
at all.
on your earlobe.
Put them on my earlobe. I'll do it. Why not?
That seriously, you can't feel that at all.
I can feel it, but it's not. I
Put it on
mean,
your earlobes.
it's not
Try
a
it on
big
the
deal.
earlobes. So take that off for a second. I'll just see if maybe it's more on the earlobes. You don't need actually the headset. There
All
you go.
right.
Put one on the earlobe.
Let me find
Dude,
out.
I'm
Hang
so
on.
impressed,
Don't
Jake.
do it right now.
Of course not. I'm not gonna do it right now.
All right.
No, you gotta.
Hang on. Oh, I gotta get the other
You
one?
have to,
I gotta
you
get
have
the
to
other one?
complete the circuit.
Why are you impressed with me?
Because
I'm amazing.
No.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Can you feel anything?
Hold on.
You got-
They're not clamped. Okay.
You got it. Can you feel anything at all? Ooh, I like that much better. All right.
Yeah.
That is actually rough. That is
Even
actually
there.
rough.
Oh, look, he took them off.
All right.
Oh,
No, I'll keep them on. I'll be a man about it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it.
He was like, "Hey."
I'm like, well, I'm intimidated now because you had them on your nipples. So now I'm like,
Oh, I
God
had
damn
'em on
it.
the nipples,
Now
dude.
I gotta out.
Well, I had a full
it's like
battery.
the
If you're gonna put 'em on the nipples-
testosterone in me guy
Well,
thing. You
and
know.
if you're gonna put on the nipples,
No,
I'm getting
it
a new
like
battery.
it's weird. It like shocks your whole head. You know
Well,
what I mean
is
when
it-
you do that?
I think I have
Like, am I the only one to do it on the earlobes?
Yeah.
I think so far, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
No, dude,
hardcore.
it like shocks your whole head when you do that. It's weird. It's like this synchronous thing. Like it's like that's why I like jump back. Like it makes your whole eyeballs and everything. Like
That's the stuff I like to hear. All right, let's go. Keep going.
Okay. Which spring zodiac sign is a stylized ram?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Ram. Aries.
You got it wrong first.
Put it on his earlobes.
No,
Put it on his
no.
earlobes.
come on, you
No.
have to.
Put it on the
got it
earlobes,
right.
you pussy.
I got
I've
it
gotten
right.
shocked,
Oh.
and
No, you
I haven't
didn't
even
get it
gotten
right.
it wrong.
You said the ram.
You got to be the
It's
other one to do it.
Aries.
You got to be the other one to do it with me.
Yeah, do it. Let's see. You got it. Can you feel it?
I want somebody else to know what it's like.
Are you clipped it on there?
I want somebody else
I
to
wanna
know
make
how
sure
this
he's got it
feels.
clipped on there. I really wish you would have put that in the mic. All right.
See what I mean, though? It shocks your whole head.
That hurts a lot more than the finger.
Yeah, that's like
Jake, you have
rough.
stepped up the game here in the studio. From now on, no nipples, no fingers. We're going straight for the earlobes.
Oh,
All
the
right,
earlobe is rough, man.
yeah. It's a lot poppier.
All right. All right.
So
So,
you duct tape these to your earlobes.
no shit, dude.
Come on.
Tiffany's not even trying now.
I know.
No, if she gets one wrong, she's going to get it. All right.
Yeah.
She's never had it done, and I really want it done.
Whoa, you said everybody has done it.
Well, everybody, our guest-wise.
Oh, she needs to do it before we
she's
leave.
done
That's
it.
bullshit.
Actually, she did it on the
All right.
nipples as well, so she's done it. All right, go ahead, Crystal.
Which of Snow White's 7 dwarfs comes last alphabetically? You guys are all saying the names of the dwarfs in your head. right
Jake,
now.
you know what? I'm gonna
Jake.
guess. I'm
Yes,
gonna guess.
do
I'm
it.
gonna be. I think this is wrong, but Sleepy.
no.
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 Bitch.
No, N comes after L. L-M-N-O-P. Sneezy.
Sneezy.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that
We gotta
is not
find a
good.
comedian with like those big gauge earrings now, so we can hook it up to those.
Oh, my God.
That'd be
All right.
hilarious.
All right, let's do one more because we're running out of time. We should have started this early, but that's fine.
That's all right.
No, you're good. You did good.
Okay.
I'll come back and do it another time.
Yeah, right on the nipples.
What?
All right.
Fresh
I'm down.
battery.
We'll
Fresh
do it.
battery.
Ready?
Yeah.
Take my shirt off and everything, Chris.
Ooh.
That was creepy.
Yes, it was. Sorry.
I see you over there, Chris. It wasn't creepy until he put my name in it. Then it got creepy. All right, go ahead.
I said I'll take my shirt off.
Yeah, and then you said Chris.
Well, yeah, Chris. I thought you said
No, when you
see you over there.
No,
Chris.
when you
okay.
personalized it, it got creepy.
Yeah, I
Shirt
did.
off, whatever. But you put my name in there? All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I meant it for you. Just trying to creep you out now.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Question.
Okay.
Question.
What U.S. state and river is made entirely out of the letters in the word imps? IMPS.
Jake,
Jake.
Mississippi.
Correct.
Oh, nice. All right, go another one.
You have any idea? I've got like 3 of these right.
Okay, you
I'm a genius.
got a goddamn bell.
All right, here we go.
Imps?
Imps. IMPS, yeah.
Mississippi?
Yeah.
Where's M? Where's M in there?
No, just made out of those letters.
Just made out of
IMPS.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I was like, what river is Imps? The Impish River? I don't know. Okay. Good.
Okay. Which Shakespearean title king had 3 daughters named Regan? Jordan.
King Lear.
Yes.
I knew he'd get that. All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Gone
Only
Real.
shocking for false answers.
What is any one of the 3 countries to have won the Rugby World Cup at least twice?
Oh shit.
Oh.
I think I can answer that. Australia?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
New
I have
Zealand.
no idea.
No, Australia.
I know nothing
There's
about
3. Any
rugby.
one of the 3.
Oh, any one of the
Yeah,
3.
Come on,
and
Tiffany, get in the
New
game.
Zealand is one.
Yeah,
Oh,
You're just chicking out.
New
You're
Zealand
like,
is one?
oh,
Yeah,
he's
so
not going to answer if
you
we're
get-
not trying to
who's the
answer.
third?
Yeah, Tiffany, you have to
I
guess.
already knew New Zealand and
Well,
Australia.
it's too late now. You gotta
Oh,
pick
yeah,
the third.
right.
No.
Then
What's
why
the
didn't
third
you
one?
jump in
Will you
and
do
try
it?
to answer?
I'm not going to do the third one.
You don't know
Shocker.
the
Because
third
she
one?
doesn't want to get shocked.
Do you want to do the clamps? Look at Jake. He's got things.
Yeah.
Look at. He's got things hanging off his ears.
Yeah,
So,
Tiffany.
He's a boy.
All right, last one. Go ahead.
All right. What chemical element has the symbol W?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
What?
Tungsten.
Yes.
Ooh.
Shocker.
See how nervous she got about it, though? She's like, tungsten? Like, she's so afraid of getting shocked.
I didn't
let
want
me
to
be right.
participate. I already knew it was tungsten.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one
exactly. See?
more? Maybe Jake
Yeah.
can get shocked.
Last one.
All
Last
right,
one.
last
All right.
one.
Because Tiffany answered.
What Latin term meaning stiffness of death refers to muscle rigidity after death?
Jake,
Jake.
rigor mortis.
Yes.
Nice.
Boom.
All right. Good. That's it. Ding, ding, ding.
Genius.
Yeah, you're amazing. You can take those off. Jake
All right.
Barsness, thank you so much for undergoing the earlobe clamp.
No
I'm
problem.
getting a fresh pack of batteries. These are going on earlobes repeatedly
All right.
from now on. Jordan,
I'm ready for that when I
I'm
come back.
terrified.
I want to come back
what
and do
about
it.
the spank? Look at the paddle. What about the spanking?
Oh, do you
I
want to
don't-
spank it?
You have no
What?
idea what you're getting into. We have an actual wheel that
A
we
wheel
spin
of
that
torture.
We
has
have a
like
wheel of torture.
tortures on it.
All right. You're going
That
to have to
somebody
bring out
made-
the stops. All right. I've been through a lot of my life. There's very little that I can't put up
He's
with.
been hit by cars.
Okay.
Multiple times.
So
Hip-
I
yep, hip-
defy you the next time I'm on this podcast, internet, radio show to do your worst.
We will.
All right.
Satan's blood.
Look,
wanna
it's
be
been a great
memorable.
show. Jake Barsness, thank you so much for coming in. It was a pleasure. You did a great
Thank
job
you very
tonight.
much for having me, man.
Check out Jake at the Amsterdam. That'll be Sunday nights at 11 o'clock. Check that show with Stick Martin. Sounds like it's going to be a great, fantastic thing. Hope you guys can keep it running. We're looking forward to maybe one night coming out and being involved with that. Also, big thanks to Willie Barcena calling in. He'll be at Snappers this weekend. 5 shows, excuse me. SnappersComedyGirl.com. Big shout out to John Wilson. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You can check out the rebroadcast of the show on IRN. That's Internet Radio Broadcast Network on Friday night at 8. Jordan, do you have something else you were going to throw out there?
I was going to say hi to Pat Walker for also tuning in.
Right on. You can check us out at doublespecial.com. Come see me at Snappers this weekend, featuring on Friday night for Willie Barcena. We'll be at Two Palms Comedy Cafe Saturday night. Tiffany will be featuring for me. Check it out on Two Palms Comedy, Two Palms Tampa. Check my Facebook. It's there. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.